George, are we on?
Boom.
George, are we on? Is this thing on? Hello?
Oh, hold on. Let me check real quick. I'm trying to hit the sound effect.
Why did you cut? That looked weird. Just a cut from down below.
Dang it. I was trying to.
Damn. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Dang, it didn't work.
So happy to see you all. You're probably realizing I'm sitting on this side tonight. That can only mean one thing.
Whoa.
That means we got Mr. Fresh.
It's a party. It's a
Chill
party.
out.
It's a party.
And Miss
it's
Noah
a
in the
party.
building.
That gang is all back together.
We have an amazing guest tonight. We just did a super cool. I feel like we could do another 2 hours
Oh my
with
gosh.
him.
We could speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
all
a
night.
great interview, which is not going to come out until Christmas week. However, if you want to see it early, you can do so by becoming a member over on Calls From Beyond or the Black Cauldron, and we'll release it a week early.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it.
It's where I would say it's one of, I would argue, one of our best interviews we've had. I mean, he just has so much to talk about and is just so insightful. Before we get to him, though, I do want to announce we were supposed to end it last weekend. I was dying. I was not doing good. So we are ending the raffle tonight for, what are they getting, Miss Noah, from the raffle?
Are getting a mystery bundle. It's some items from my store. So it could be a candle. It's about, I think, 4 to 6 items in the bag. So it can be a candle, which it could be money, road opening, protection, whatever. The oils as well. It could be anything that's from my store. Crystals, bracelets. It's a mystery bundle. So
Perfect. Now, the way you can win that is by joining the raffle. Any super chat or Cash App of $5 or more gets you, George, how many entries do they get?
They get 1 entry for $5. For $10, they get 20 entries. For $15, you get 40 entries, and then $20 gets you the 80 entries. And yes, you will see the wheel. It is microscopic. The size of the we have been keeping track of who has been giving super chats on Noah's side, as well as Calls From Beyond side, as well as the Cash Apps. So we have been keeping track of that. We do have that. Yes, Mr. Fresh.
So what if I sent $5 last week, $5 this week, and $5 when it first started?
You get all those entries.
But is it only the 1 entry per, or
Mr. Fresh, you got to make this easy on me.
I know.
You got to make this easy on me. If you're going to show us
give it
love,
all
I
up
give
front.
you 46 entries
If you
today
give it all up
and
front,
30
then
last
it's-
week.
just
yes.
saying.
Spot me 14 entries from last week.
No,
back.
we're not. We ain't gonna make it that complicated.
I will happily enter the raffle today for a cheeseburger tomorrow.
Right.
But yes, you can see it's down below. The ticker is doing the job. It's ticking.
Yes,
So
yes.
It's there. It's open. The rest of the show we will be announcing at the very end of the show.
Yes. So if this is your first time watching Calls From Beyond, we are a live call-in show. However, we are going to talk to our guest a little bit. We're not going to do a whole lot of the interview because we do have the full interview that will be coming out later. But we at least want you guys to know who we have. So I believe they are ready, right, George? We have Andrew on the other side with Mr. Andrew Raz. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to see you guys again.
Yes, you as well. We're super thankful for you making the time.
It's been so long.
Yep.
We had such a good
it
time.
has.
I loved our conversation. I cannot wait till it's released because I was pleasantly surprised with some of the things that we discussed, some of the things that are capable whenever you have certain gifts. Man, I cannot wait. It's tea, y'all.
Andrew, I was the one that was able to set this wonderful interview up. I've got the chance to listen to you multiple times now. The first interview being with Rachel, you could tell on the Misunderstood podcast, and I knew immediately at that moment you needed to be on this show because we have a community of spiritualists, believers, people that are
Closeted mediums.
Are closeted mediums, and they call in and they tell us their experiences. And I think this is my reminder to everybody. The way to call in is to click the link down below in the description. That is your way to call into the show. But before we even do that, Andrew, I just want you to tell everybody how you became known as the Psychic Firefighter.
Sure. So I currently am in Melbourne, Australia, but if you hear my accent, I am definitely not from here. Originally, I'm from New York, and so I grew up in New York in the late '90s. I was in the U.S. Coast Guard, had a massive UFO sighting there that really opened me up to a lot of this greater reality that is around us. I was a New York City firefighter from 2006 to 2018. And through that experience as well, I learned how to do the C5 method, which is
Andrew, really quick here. I'm going to hop in. Your microphone was like cutting out a little bit. Would you mind replugging it back in for me? Check. 1 sec. I'm gonna pull me.
We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
This is just the growing pains of being live.
Listen, it
why
wouldn't be calls
Jordan
from
get paid the
beyond
big
if we didn't have some type of
We had
technical
the internet
difficulty.
completely drop out at our old studio.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It shows you're muted. So maybe at the bottom of the screen, if you click the unmute now, maybe.
How's that?
Okay, give me a sentence. Yeah.
Yes.
Check 1 2 3 1 2 3.
There we go.
Perfect.
There we
Yes.
go.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Just let me know.
Let's rock and roll.
All right, cool. So yes, I am in Melbourne, Australia right now, but I'm originally from New York. I grew up in Long Island, and in the late 90s, I was in the U.S. Coast Guard, and I had a massive UFO sighting in 1999 while in the U.S. Coast Guard. 2006, I became a New York City firefighter, started to have some paranormal experiences in the firehouse, outside of the firehouse. After my grandmother had passed away, she started to give me signs from the other side, which took me on a worldwide journey, tapping into my psychic abilities, meeting people that had helped me tap into them, and further exploring the mystery of what happens after we pass on. And I moved to Australia in 2018 and worked in a funeral home as a mortician, funeral arranger, funeral conductor, which put all of this together as well. And then during the COVID experience, I went into becoming a medium full-time and opened my own business here in Australia. So I'm a full-time psychic medium. Never thought I'd be doing this, but I made a pact with my grandmother in 1993 that after she passed away, if she gave me a sign, I would tell everyone. I thought that meant my family, but I ended up telling the whole world, and here we are. And the rest is history.
Yeah, we had a whole interview. Like I said, I cannot wait for it to drop because there is, I don't want to say too much, but there's some very
heat.
interesting things that I did not think were possible whenever you are a medium, and things that you can tap into, and beings that you can tap into as well whenever you're on a certain frequency, which I talk about frequencies a lot on my channel, whenever it comes to like manifestation and things like that. Like, you have to be at a certain frequency to manifest certain things. But I never knew that there was a frequency to communicate with certain things as well. So it was just a very, very dope interview. I mean, whatever, I don't know what tidbits we want to give them.
Yeah,
shoot, this, like I said, this is the second time. There's a story that I know Andrew did not mention on the last show that I figured would be a great way to connect with the audience.
George, he hid pieces of information on purpose.
And put everything on the sheet, ladies
right.
and gentlemen. But I really wanted everyone to kind of get to know your mediumship and your ability as a psychic through your work with the man that was referred to you as AH, which was eventually released as Army Hammer, which I don't know if you
Army
guys
Hammer
are familiar with Army Hammer.
Yeah, George and I watched a movie with him in it.
Yes, we did.
Sure.
What was the name of the movie? It was
It was the epidemic, like the drug one. It
Yes.
had Lily Rose Depp in it. It had Gary Oldman in it.
Would you know it, Andrew?
Yeah, that was the movie Crisis.
Crisis.
Yes.
That was a
There
good
we go.
movie.
There we go. It was a good movie.
Yeah. I made that's actually a hidden gem. Not many people know about that. That's a great movie.
Yeah, we went and watched it in theaters too. That was the crazy part. George and I used to have a movie podcast for our other co-host passed away in 2021. So we used to watch movies all the time. But so yeah, that was a crazy one. But George, I'm gonna let you, because I don't even know what we're getting into.
He got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, he's coming in with.
So Andrew, I just wanted you to walk through the people, or walk through with the people the story of working with Army Hammer.
Yeah, sure. So in 2021, I'm here in Australia, and I was working in a funeral home. The whole COVID thing happened. I opened my own business. I have a legit mediumship business as a psychic medium. And I read a person down in Florida, and he's like, hey, do you mind if I refer anyone to you? Anyone come for a reading? I go, yeah, sure, no problem. And all of a sudden I get an email from somebody who comes in for a reading, and it just said AH. So I'm sitting there. That's it. No name. So I was like, whatever. And people are very skeptical. So sometimes people like, I've had people reach out to me and say, I don't want to leave my name. I don't want to leave my number. I don't want to leave my email. I'm like, how am I going to contact you about
Right,
it?
exactly.
Right. Okay. Whatever you want to
Yeah.
do, bro. Okay. It's all good. You know? So once again, all good. So whatever. I'm not even thinking anything. And I'm sitting in the reading, and I start reading this person, and I'm like, they look familiar, but I'm from New York. Everyone's an actor or kind of acted at some point and know it's somebody, right? You know, it's not a big deal. But at the moment, I'm in Australia. I'm not living in the States. I have no idea what was going on with him or whatever was happening in his life. But I'm telling him things about his life. And I'm like, yeah, this was 2022, September of 2022. I did the first reading. And I said to him, I go, yeah, I see you right now not working, but you're going back to work at the end of November 2024. And he's like, oh my God, that's in like 2 years. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is just what I see. I see things settling down, and whatever's going on is going to get resolved. You're going to be fine. You're going to walk away from that.
Yeah, he had some
and
stuff.
you were going to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, he was like, but, you know, I got a big legal thing and all this stuff is going on and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's going to go away. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be dropped. You'll be fine.
Hey, pal, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what he's talking about. So I'm like, okay, this is just what I'm seeing. I see you going back to, I can see the picture of a calendar. This is how it works, right? So how my ability, I saw it in black and white, an image come in of a calendar, right? So I see towards the calendars, and I see November 2024, and it's circled. So I go, this is what I see. This is the month. And I see acting, and I just see you engaging and going back to work, and I see the money sign coming in. So I would take that as you're going to go back to work then. And he's like, well, what do I do between now and then? I was like, well, you could have a little game plan. Doesn't mean you have to do nothing, but between now and then, I would just do a lot of work on yourself, stay out of trouble, don't engage. You know what I mean? Just lay low. He did. And then November 2024 came around, and he got his first acting gig in 2 years or something. And he's like, dude,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
he's like, you have to come on my podcast. So me and my wife and my daughter, we fly out to LA during the fires. LA is on fire.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't book it then. We had booked way in advance.
yeah,
So
Right.
we're
yeah. You're like,
flying
let
out
me
there.
book with all this going
Let me
on.
book in the middle of fire. Yeah, let me go with my 6-year-old daughter in a fire. I would never do that, obviously. But I guess it's safe to go. The airport and everything says it's open, so I guess we're okay. So we're flying in there, and I'll never forget. Same thing. I do numerology readings, so this all applies to people where they want to live, where they should live. Basically, Army Hammer with his birth sign and where he's born. The area he lived in, California, is the same sign. It's the same energy. So based on the year you're born in, if you look at the location you want to live in, if it's the same year or the same sign, that's a good place to live. I'd recommend that. So, but all of the area is on fire, and the fire stops literally right before where he lives, where we're supposed to fly into and do this. It's not on fire. It's not an evacuation zone. So
Wow.
we're coming in on an airplane, and now our cell phones are turning on, and we're getting alerts like, oh yeah, please evacuate. We're like, what, to where? Evacuate. So we're flying in. We're like, oh my God, I hope everything's okay, because we don't know. Like day by day, it's getting bad. We land, me and my wife, my daughter, we go there, we go in, I do the podcast. It was great. We shared the story about, how we met, what happened, and then the predictions, and then and then he's like, well, what's coming? So this was January of 2025, right? When the fires were going on. And of course, California, the state of California, when the fires happened, was in its enemy sign. Okay. The enemy energy. So basically, right, based on when you're born, that's a good energy for you. The one across from you is an enemy sign. Okay. So basically, California, the state, was in its enemy sign, okay? Because California is a dog sign, and when the fires happened, it was just into the new year of 2025, which is technically still the dragon year. The enemy of the dragon is the dog. So California was still in its enemy year. Usually when a state is in an enemy year, or a country, I've noticed that bad things, or like financial loss or things like that, tend to happen numerology wise. So the fires happened though in the enemy year. It was wild that was happening as we were talking about this. So he's like, what about my outlook? What's going to happen in the future? I'm like, yeah, 2025 is going to be even better. You know, you're on the up and up. You have multiple opportunities coming in. And now, if you look, Variety and all these places, they're running articles saying Armie Hammer's comeback is now. So that is something that from years ago, if you do the work on yourself, and you have a game plan, you have a blueprint for life, you can see that if you have patience and you time it right, these things can happen, but you have to be willing to wait. You don't want to just pull the trigger right away. Maybe the timing is off, because if he had done right away, if he wanted to go back to work right away and try to force things, I don't know how it would have worked out. All I know is the way it did work out. And then the people and who I met after that, I am so grateful to the people I met from his show, the people that reach out to me from doing that show. Unbelievable. The amazing response of people that reached out to me, people in the industry, people in Hollywood, people that are my neighbors, you know, people that are just, you know, people I went to high school with, people from all over the world reached out to me, were like, oh my God, that was incredible to, you know, hear that story and how much you helped them. There are a lot of people that I've helped out there. It's just not that often that we get the chance to go on a podcast and share, because most people are in private. They don't want it. You know, they don't want the business out there, but
especially when it only gives you initials with the booking.
Yeah. I always break his chops. I'm like, you only told me your initials. What did you think? He's like, no, I didn't want to give you my name and then say, you know, you're a fraud and, you know, you're Googling me. He goes, but I know you weren't, because as soon as you sat with me, he goes, the first thing you said to me was, your baby brother is here. He goes, and I go, no, I don't have a baby brother. He goes, yes, you do. You have one. He's on the other side. He died very young. He goes, and after the reading, I called my mom. He goes, and my mom told me she had a miscarriage or an early pregnancy that was on the other side that she never shared with anyone. He shared this on the podcast. That's why I'm sharing this with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm assuming you're not sharing confidential information.
No, I had to look up Armie, because I'm terrible with celebrity names. And as soon as I looked at, I was like, oh my God, I know him. And I watched him in Sorry to Bother You with Lakeith. I forgot his name, but we watched that movie. But it's
handsome is what he looks like.
Yes, he is. He's very
Mr. Presley doesn't help me at all.
He is a very handsome man. Okay, but that's where I seen him at, and that's where I remember him at. And he's played in a couple of kids movies too. Hold on, I'm trying to find him, but I'm terrible with names. And as soon as I saw his face, I was like, okay, yes, I've seen this man before.
There you go, Mr. Fresh.
He was
that's
in
yeah.
He has a podcast, like a really big podcast, and he's an actor and all that good stuff.
He was in that movie Call Me by Your Name, which was huge.
Cars, Mira,
Lone Ranger.
Yeah, the Facebook movie, the Social Network movie.
Oh yeah, he was in Social Network.
Yes, that's another place.
He played his twin. Him and his twin were in that. Yeah, so it's interesting, right? I knew him, but I only saw like one movie he was in, and even when I went out to do the podcast, I didn't watch any. I wasn't crazy like that. Nothing like that.
Right.
After I did the thing in person, I'm flying back, and me and my wife were like, "Oh, let's watch Call Me by Your Name," and we started watching movies on the plane with him. But it's not like that when you know somebody and you say it's just not like that. You know what I mean?
It isn't.
Like, all right, no, you're not like that.
Yeah, that's how we are with Jay.
Right, Jay. Yeah, like people. I forgot who I was talking to like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, we're talking about Ghost Adventures, or they brought it up, and I'm like, oh, I know the dude that, you know, Jay Wasley, like I know him. And
we're
they're like,
sitting
what?
in his studio right now.
I'm like, I mean, he's just a guy. You got he's just a man, you know. He's cool, kick back. You know, we joke with him whenever he's in the studio.
Yeah, he's
and
super chill.
He's just a regular person, so you know.
But you know, I was introduced to him as a paranormal person, and I was like, cool. And then I was like, all right, and I'd never really watched Ghost Adventures that much.
Oh, I love Ghost Adventures.
I watch it now, but like even then, I'm like, I'll text him and be like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, man.
And it's sometimes whenever I see like stuff I'll see clips like on TikTok. I'll send it to you and be like, oh my gosh, look at this.
Look at our boy.
It's just regular, and I'm sure you know you probably have other celebrity clients and different things like that, or people that are big, you know, in social media, whatever the case is, just because once you get one person that is an actor, actress, someone in the spotlight, they have recommendations and, you know, but they're just people.
I was about to say, the reality is we're all just people living in the same
we all
space.
love Taco Bell.
It's just some people got more money than others.
Yeah,
like,
they just have a little bit more money.
You know, Noah, she'll have people who follow her and they're like, "Oh my God, I love you so much," and they might have 5 million followers, or like
And
they
you're
might
like,
have a
Yes.
bigger following.
Oh my
me?
God, yes,
You
that
know?
happened to me a bunch of times, especially with TikTok. Creators that I didn't know were spiritualists that I just followed because
Yeah.
I like their content, and then they're fangirling over me, and I'm fangirling because they're in my inbox, and I'm just like,
They're
how
like,
does
I love
this
your content. You're like,
happen?
bitch, I love you.
Yes, that's exactly how I be. Bitch, I love you. No, but in all seriousness, it's just amazing to hear just the different stories. Like I said, we have this really good interview coming out, and you guys are not going to miss it. One thing that I did want to kind of not spoil, but you were an embalmer, and there was one question that I wanted to ask because I like to think of him like the Ken Barbie, where he was a firefighter, medium, psychic, embalmer. So like, whenever you were embalming people, how did it change? And this was one of the questions I wanted to ask too. How does it change your perception on how the soul leaves the body? Like, how does that like correlate whenever you work with the dead? Like, how is that?
So, and my understanding is that, when somebody transitions, you see the whole process after. The soul is a witness. So literally, if you hear people about near-death experiences, out-of-body experiences, they'll talk about things like that, like they saw their death or a death that felt like theirs, or maybe in another life. Yes, I believe that literally when somebody transitions, they will see the process. And how would I know that as well? From only literally being in the room and bombing. I mean, I thought about it before then, but actually going in there and being in there, yes, the communication and what I saw and experienced, and from talking with other people that had been in the industry for 20 years prior to me doing this, they would say, yeah, I feel like a presence, or I feel different presences based on who's there. Some people's aura essence is a little more energetic or positive in life. Some people are a little more dark and a little isolated. When you are preparing them, you will feel that. And especially if you are very intuitive or you're into this work, wow, you will definitely feel that as you're preparing them. So
that was my next question. Like, have you ever felt behind you, like, or like a spirit where they're just like, what are you doing? And they're looking, and you can feel the energy, but it's like they're there, and it's just weird, right? I mean, I would assume it's like, they know what you're doing, but at the same time, I couldn't imagine like embalming someone, working on someone, and the spirit is just behind me looking like, yeah, you better take care of me.
Yeah. Hey, actually, I don't like that nail polish color.
Comb my hair this way.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You're there to get them where they need to go in that last final moment that stays forever in a family's life. They're always going to remember, how did mom look at the wake? Oh, she was amazing. Oh my God, they did such a terrible job. And that's the thing. I critique it. If I go to a funeral and I'm there, I do not play that. You know what I mean? There's certain times that there's nothing that can be done. If somebody obviously has been through some great trauma or in a fire, or you know what I mean? What can you do? Although I have to say, this is amazing. So one time somebody came in, and I don't want to get too graphic, but basically they're in a bad car accident, and there was a part of their body that smiles that was no longer there.
Okay.
How do you recreate a face, right? If it's not, it's gone. Like it's just not there.
Yeah.
And one of the most amazing things that I saw and took part of was paper mache that was crafted and created just to give something of an impression, as opposed to like literally there was nothing to work with. Taking that and then making it look like the best thing. It was, oh my God, it was like it was in a movie. Oh my God, it was unbelievable. It was, the family was so thankful. They just said, the kids wanted to see dad one more time. We had to open it. We didn't want him to be there without a smile. So it was something, you know what I mean? So it gets very creative, the people you work with. I was also, with doing this, we do the hair, nail, make everything, the makeup, you name it. I didn't grow up, there's just me growing up in Long Island, grow up hanging out in the city. I didn't grow up doing hair, nails, and makeup. I just didn't. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. I just didn't have that. But I just saw it when I saw other people at work doing it. I'm like, I could figure that out. I just, you know what I mean? I could kind of maybe give it a whirl. And as I did it, the girls I worked with were just like, wow, you're very talented. You just have a gift. Once again, you're intuitive. You're picking it up. Other people, they just can't, they overthink it or they overdo it. You know what I mean? I just was like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm not going to do it as good as a girl that works with that I'm with. I'm not going to curl your hair the same way she could, but they're like, for a guy, you're pretty good. You know, I'm like, all right, thanks. You know what I mean? But do the best I can. And yes, once in a while, you would feel a presence or an energy around you. Or I remember working in there one morning and I just heard like Andrew. I just heard Andrew, you know, just very, very quietly, subtly. There was no one there. I looked around and I'm like, okay, you know, they got me. They got me. You know, someone got me. Nobody. I looked all over. Nobody was in there. They weren't playing a joke. It was definitely once in a while, very rarely will that happen, where a noise would just come unimpeded during the day. But also, I was at work. I was preparing someone. So when you're in like a flow state, so if you're preparing a body or you're meditating or even doing schoolwork or reading, you get like, you know, you're running, you're in a state, you get like an altered state. You're in a different frequency. So when I was embalming or even just preparing them overall, it's literally like I was adjusting and I'm like slightly at a different vibration. So yeah, that's possible, thinking about it now, for something like that to come through, because I'm open. We talked about that before. You're opening up, you know, your antenna. I like to look at it this way. You have an antenna inside of you. When you meditate or you're in a flow state, that antenna will raise. And now when that antenna is raised, you can tune in, or you could get into a different frequency, and you could see different channels on the TV or different radio stations. So however you reach that flow state, you might do it from, you know, praying, meditating, a mantra, whatever it is, playing the harp. However you get there, though, you can get into that state. And then if you're open and you're not scared, you could receive all of that and more.
Go ahead, Mr. Fresh.
No, I had a question about time that you worked in the funeral home. So did you ever have any spirits or any beings that were upset with you because you were cremating their body?
No, it's interesting. So this is one amazing thing through all the psychic readings I've ever done, through all the funerals that I've been part of, through all the embalmings that I've been part of, and anything in between, through young ages to people in their 90s that were in assisted living. When they transition and the communication I get from the other side, they have never, ever, once ever expressed to me that they are with God, Jesus, Gandhi, Buddha. Never, none of that at all. They don't bring up religion, nothing like that at all. All they will say is, like, if I'm like, where are you, or what's going on, or what they express is, I'm right here. I'm with my loved ones. They don't bring up, and that stuff might be important. Like, oh, maybe their Bible was important to them, or maybe their journal. That's fine. That's something about them. But on the other side, for me, it's all about love and connection. So if it's to your family, who you have here, we may get along, we might not get along, but on the other side, as above, so below, we're still together. But no,
that's my tattoo.
Like literally.
I have as above my knee, and so below my knee.
Wow.
And I think of this group, I was the most skeptical up until a few years ago, and then I had things happen. I did my first investigation, and then we made contact with my friend, the friend I mentioned earlier in the episode, who had passed away, who said my name very clearly, had said her name, had never met her before.
Yeah.
The Black Medallion.
Black Dahlia.
They were like, but he plays too much. Because he said it in like a joking way, because he's like, what's her name? And he's like, Black Dahlia. But it was funny.
But then
and I said, you know what my name is, Christian. What's my name? And I said, the Black what? And he said, Cauldron, you know, clear as day. So it's just amazing that it's almost like we live on top of another world, or like below it. I don't know. And you're not the first person that said whenever people transition and they pass, religion and all that other stuff never comes up. I've heard that from other mediums. Family comes up. They want to make contact. Another medium that's really popular over on TikTok said that, like, when they unalive themselves, they have a lot of regret, and they are always trying to make contact to kind of heal that. But they never mention religion, which we always talk about how, you know, religion is so important in this realm, but I don't think it is.
I want to highlight, I don't want to give away too much, but there was something that Andrew said where he was saying that heaven and hell is in your mind, and it's what you make of it. Correct, Andrew?
Yes, I believe it's very mental. I mean, if you think about it right now, some people on earth right now are living in a heaven or hell. So
it's a hell state for sure.
Yeah.
The
others where we're afraid. Okay.
yeah, definitely. It's mental. I believe it's mental. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some really good questions on my channel.
Yeah, you have some great ones. I don't want to get too many of them
some
because
of these questions have
they'll have to wait.
Let's just say, so Carly, shout out to Carly and Ray. They are very inquisitive and want to know more. Now, Carly, I will say that we do touch on this question. It says, when did he realize that he had a gift? What are some of the earliest experiences? We did touch on that in the interview. I don't know if you want to give that little sneak or do you want to wait?
I think we should wait because there was Ray
that
had
one was
some
crazy.
good ones.
You got to give them
Yes.
some reasons to come.
No,
to come watch the
I can
content,
assure
'cause,
you, when we asked him about that, his answer surprised the hell out of me because it was just so raw, and it's one of the topics that we've talked about on my YouTube page that went viral. So it was just a very, very like a closed circle moment, a full circle moment, because everything that I tell y'all, I think you guys think I just be speaking Japanese most of the time, but it's really real, you know, reincarnation, past life regressions, different things like that. That is real. And so we're going to save that question for the interview because we do get into that very deeply in the interview. Now, someone else, Mooncat asks, do they wake you up from your sleep at all?
Sure. So, thank God, no. Okay, because I wouldn't be getting
For
any
your
sleep.
sake.
No. Now, I have heard this story from a lot of people that have had negative interactions, or they're woken up in their sleep, or they feel like they're getting abducted by aliens or something like that. However, after they get a regression, after they start meditating, after they start to do work on themselves and release these traumas and these trauma bonds, these past life connections, whatever you want to call them, I noticed that a lot of people, these negative interactions change and they will become positive experiences. So based on what you're experiencing in life, it is reflective, like that as above, so below. So I am very careful with that. Is it all evil? Is it all bad? I think if someone's raised in the right environment and you're reinforced to, hey, you could do this. You have this gift. Wow, that's such a great creative space to grow. Whereas if you're around people who are like, nah, this is nonsense. You can't do that. It's all BS. Blah, 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 blah.
Stop talking that craziness.
You're going to not want to share it. And then those restraints, right? It's like chains that you're putting on your brain. And now you're going to have to do a lot more work to remove those filters. So I like to reinforce with people that it's really important who you have around you, who's in your ear all the time. You know what I mean? Because whoever that is, if they're reinforcing something bad, this work is going to be very difficult. I meet a lot of people who feel they have a gift or have had experience and they start to get into this and then they share it with a relative or a partner and they shoot them down to the ground and then they never bring it up again.
Yep.
What a shame. What a
No,
shame.
it really is. That's why I tell a lot of people, because they come to me and they're like, you know, I had this dream or I had this experience. And a lot of people, because I am a spiritualist, they come to me and they're newly leaving the church and they're getting indoctrinated into spiritualism and African traditional religions and things like that. And the first thing I tell them is, do not share this with anybody. Sometimes being quiet and keeping your own peace is better than telling everybody, because you're excited. Everybody's not going to be excited for you. And then that low vibrational energy just transfers and it discourages you for no reason.
Yeah, you can't, you can't let a lot of people in on your plans. You can't let them know what you got going on, because everybody isn't going to share the same, optimism.
Yeah.
Yep. And I just feel like now we're in a day and age where it's more socially acceptable to be able to talk about these things in public. There was a point in time where you were crazy. You know what I mean? I know even a year and a half, 2 years ago, whenever we came out and told people around our inner circle, like that, she was practicing spirituality.
Yeah, you probably got
it was always on the it was always on the low.
There was y'all practice.
I don't do that unless you do that.
It was all types of.
Yeah, no, I ain't about that unless you know about that.
Yeah.
But now with it being more prevalent, with more people talking about it, with more people acknowledging it, with more people being comfortable with acknowledging it, because that's what it comes down to, is a level of comfortability.
Right.
A lot of people don't feel comfortable coming out loud and saying.
Yeah,
it's kind of like somebody like homophobic slurs for real.
Yeah.
It's kind of like being afraid of living your truth, even though this may be your truth, because you don't want people to call you crazy. You don't want people to say stuff about
Yeah,
you.
keep
And
it to
now,
yourself.
now we're coming to a point where we got more people embracing it. So now we're raising children who are embracing it. You know, I know he said he has a child who embraces her gifts. You know, we have children who embrace their gifts. And, you know, now our kids are going to raise their kids embracing gifts. So now it just
sort of breaking
carries
that
it.
generational curse
Yeah,
of not
for
being
sure.
able to be comfortable in your skin and share your gifts, which is so important. Like you said in our interview, I feel like I was doing myself a disservice by not explaining why my daughter sees the things that she sees and not sharing it with the world, because just like I'm a mom who is spiritually gifted, my daughter's spiritually gifted, there's somebody else that's going through the same thing and they don't know what to do or how to handle it. So it's a disservice to my community, to my children, for me not to share those experiences. That's why I appreciate you so much coming on here and even just talking about it, you know? But Ray did have a good question.
Ray has fantastic questions.
So one question he did say is many of the spiritualists have encounters with trickster spirits, shades, haints, which are like ghosts, low vibrational beings, you know, whatever the case may be. Has he encountered in tranquil spirits? So something dark. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, and I'll just say this: I am more worried about the low vibrational humans
Yes.
than any low vibrational ETs or demons or whatever you want to call them that are out there. Because right now, right after this interview, we have to go out and do what we got to do, and that's great. But we
Right.
have to interact with humans. So I think same thing, as above, so below. We're interacting with people here. Are there negative entities or low vibrational entities? There has to be. There has to be. And yes, I have interacted with people that were spirits that were low vibrational or suffering, sick. If you want to say like demons or things like that, or whatever you want to call them. I even say sometimes they're just negative thought forms.
Yeah.
Like you keep saying something to yourself negative and negative, that's going to grow that into something wicked. And it might seem like a demon, but it might just be your crap. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got to be careful what we're feeding in, because our words as we speak are spells. That's why they call it spelling. So if we take care of the humans here first, let's take care of one another first, then we can go on to them. If you happen to interact with them or have that experience, yes, that could very well be. I take that as a genuine experience. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you, but just like anything else, I've heard people say they have a negative interaction. They'll say, you know, in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I command you to leave. And they do.
Right.
I've heard that. I've heard that. I didn't have to say that. I just said,
Hey,
get lost in the nice way. You know what I mean?
get out.
Respectfully.
Get lost.
You don't pay any bills. Are you putting in on the rent? Okay.
That's right.
I
Get
don't think
lost,
so.
bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
No, but I always get that. I'll have, you know, most of the time, 99% of the time, no. But yes, once in a while, here and there, something like that'll happen. Or it's a person and they think it's something coming after them. But when we dissect what's going on with them, that can change. There's a great movie, Jacob's Ladder, and they have a great quote. That movie is phenomenal. They have a great quote that basically the dentist says to him, if you don't learn to let go, okay, then, you know, basically, you know, the angels that are guiding you into heaven will become, are demons holding you back. But if you learn to let go, those demons turn into angels and they free you.
Yes. Yeah.
So think about that metaphor with, you know, in your mind. I think that's what's going on here. It's in your mind. You need to let go here and then see, do those things change? And if they don't, let me know. Because I'm always learning too. You know, it's good.
Yeah. And somebody else had not even a question, but I want to see what you think of this, because we did talk heavily about UFO, aliens, you know, ETs, and that T is in the interview as well. But on my chat, Kiki Boss Art said, I went to sleep once for an afternoon nap, had a dream being on a UFO. I was given a tour of the craft. It was absolutely beautiful. I woke up and realized I had slept for 18 hours. What do you think that was in the grand scheme of things?
Yes. So I know that myself and others out there have had UFO encounters in real time and then in a dream state. I know that when you have these long encounters or these positive type encounters, There's a famous story out there, Travis Walton, the movie Fire in the Sky.
Yes.
Okay. The movie, that's not what happened. That's Hollywood nonsense. What really happened, and he'll say this, he got too close to a craft that was doing something in a field, and he got hit with some sort of electrical device or whatever. They brought him up to the craft, and they saved his life.
Wow.
So he woke up, and there were beings above him saving his life. He told this to the filmmakers in Hollywood, and then they made this movie, this alien thing, and then he said, but that's not what happened. And they go, yeah, but no one wants to hear that. They want to be scared. And he's like,
Yeah.
Right.
oh my God. So when you have a genuine experience like that, yes, they are healing. They are assisting, because I believe our bodies are sacred. They are containers to the soul, which the soul needs to be nurtured, cherished, and kept in pristine condition. Okay. So if our container, our body, the meat suit is out of whack or something's going on, when we go into that dream state, our star family or our loved ones or the ETs, whatever you want to call them, I feel that they will engage with us and do tune-ups, oil changes at times.
So you feel like you can legitimately communicate and commune with aliens through your dream states?
Oh yeah, 100%. I do it in real time, but in a dream state, if you're see, a lot of people think I'm in a dream, there's nothing I can do. If you learn how to have an out of body experience or astral project, which I've done that years ago.
Yes.
If you're say real simple, right? If you're dozing off, and people listening, how do I do that? It's a real simple way I learned at the Monroe Institute. As you're dozing off, right? You're not asleep, but you're not fully awake. That in between, that hypnagogic state, if you can hold that and realize, okay, I'm here, I'm not fully there, but I'm in between, that's the state you want to be in. If you can get into that state, then you can travel, then you could have these contact experiences proactively. So that's a little shortcut to do it. But if you're in a dream state and you realize, wait, I'm dreaming, these things around me, this is just a dream state, or I'm engaging with them, yes, you can engage with them and yes, have a communication.
Okay, that's really like dope, because even Kiki said like she stopped telling people because the same reason why you said like people will literally shut you down. And I've always thought whenever you sleep, you travel between realms. There's different doorways. I've astral projected on accident. I don't know how we got there, but it also like lucid dreaming and different things like that. I feel like you're just in another realm.
What's the difference between a lucid dream and a dream state?
A lucid dreaming is whenever you are dreaming and you can, well, for me, how it looks is like, I'll be like, okay, I want to go fly. And I'll be like, okay, grow wings. And then I'll grow wings and I'm all over the place and flying. Or like, if I want to square up with someone, I can pick my weapon. It's almost like a video game, but it's so lucid and vivid, like it's real.
Why do some people travel when they're in a dream state?
I don't know. I mean, I could only imagine, and he probably can answer this way better than I can because he is the master at this. But I can only imagine because there's other realms. I don't think that you're consciously doing it. I think we go to these different frequencies, places on a regular basis. I don't believe whenever you're sleeping, you're just asleep. What do you think, Andrew?
So, I mean, if you look, the CIA, the feds, they've been looking into this for decades, astral traveling, any of those big conferences, if you go there, you'll see them sitting in the back row. Like they are all over this. They want to know, they want to master this. They want to figure this out. I know Dr. Gary Nolan from Stanford University, when I first came forward in 2017, he was very helpful. He studied me. He gave me a lot of answers. He put a lot of things together for me. I'm very grateful for that. And I know that they're very interested in this. And my understanding is there are 12 dimensions. Okay. So picture them like sheets of glass, right? 12 stacked on top of another. You want to go 1 through 12 dimensions? Cool. Think of it, keep it real simple. As we're here on this plane, right? Say someone lights off a nuclear weapon or a bomb or whatever, something really bad. It cracks the glass above and below just slightly. So now the beings, 1 dimension up, 1 dimension below, they popped into our atmosphere when we first dropped the first A bomb, and they were like, what are you doing? Because if you light off a bomb or something that affects the fabric of space, you're affecting all of the dimensions. That's why I don't believe there will ever be an end of the world event, because to affect the cosmos or the fabric, that's when the ET started coming. That's when all the ships started coming. They were like, no. You guys got to figure this out, but you're not destroying everything, because you're going to affect all reality.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on here. You have these planets and these realities. They're just slightly on one another. And as we further do more damage, you're cracking the glass more and more and more. And eventually glass is going to break, and we're going to be able to fully see through. I don't want to, because we have to figure this out on our own. It's like a child. If you do everything for them, they're never going to experience or grow or learn. But if they're about to fall off the edge of a cliff, you're going to grab them, of course. So same thing. The ETs are very concerned with us, but they want to see us grow, but it's from a distance. They can't just get involved and change everything, because that runs against the whole point of evolution and learning and growth and everything in spirituality. We need to, ETs exist. And you know this, my experience, because any civilization that's 50, 100, 5 more years advanced than us, if they have gotten to that point, that means that they have put down their nuclear weapons, because where we are at, if we don't put our nukes down, we're going to destroy each other and we won't exist. So if they exist, that means at some point they were like, whoa, we don't need to attack one another. Put the guns down. Let's live in universal peace.
Right.
It's that simple. That's why they're not a threat. If they were going to harm us or come after us, why would they do it?
No,
why would they do it now with nukes? They would have done it in the 30s. Come on.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
And I believe they've been here way. The only people that I truly believe that the aliens communicated with and like vibed with was the like ancient Egyptians. Some of the stuff that's in Egypt, I can't imagine a human doing. I feel like that's whenever we lived amongst them. I feel like they're just very old and they don't want to harm us, but we, and not even we, I mean the people, the powers that be, they don't really vibe with them. I feel like we're more of a threat to them than they are to us.
That's why he said he is more worried about the low vibrational people than he is the entities. Yeah,
exactly. Because I'm like, take me with you. Take me on a tour. Are we going underneath the ocean floor? Or are we going up in the sky? Like, where are we going? You know, so
y'all got Starbucks
right?
down there?
Y'all have Starbucks up here?
Can I swim down there? Like,
right. Oh, y'all like hot Cheeto Puffs too. Okay, T, I get it. So I would love, like, I'm not afraid of that. And that's why, like, even whenever you said I'm more afraid of the low vibrational people on the earth than entities, that's facts. Because to me, I feel like this is hell. This is as bad as it gets. And then on top of all of everything else, you get to kind of go through realms whenever you're, dead.
You got to think.
That seems fun. I don't know.
Being an ET has to be so phenomenal. Like, think about it.
Just being an ethereal being,
But you can't be racist against another alien. Like, you're just all the same.
Just all the
entity.
same.
You know what I mean?
You're just
Like,
energy at that
there's
point. You're
no
not even like a
constraint
yeah,
of
you don't got to
race,
worry about somebody being American
ethnicity,
versus being African versus being Asian. Like, none of that matters.
Yeah.
You just there.
Yeah.
I feel that they, right? So they talk about these alien grays that are out there, and a lot of them don't have mouths. So I feel if you look at the grays, eventually, right, the heads get bigger. So I think we're going to go in the future. We're not going to have to speak. We're going to do everything telepathically. So your brain will expand. Your mouth will close if you don't use it. Okay, if you don't eat, you don't have to do that. Your mouth is going to close. Right. The brain is going to expand. So I think the grays are actually us in the future. Yes.
Wow. Okay, so let's run this back because that makes so much goddamn sense. So of course, because of evolution, you don't have to say anything. You're communicating telepathically. Your mouth closed. You don't have one, and then since you're communicating telepathically, your brain is constantly running and growing, and then you already have knowledge that's way above anybody else's pay grade. So now your head is big.
Yeah.
Evolution. That's us in the
And
future.
what you just said, the 2 black SUVs just pulled up out front.
Let me not. I'm just playing for entertainment purposes only. Yeah.
In Minecraft. This is in Minecraft.
Once you've been married for so long, you already know how to communicate. I know when I'm in trouble before I get in trouble.
I give him that look.
I'll be like, couch. All right.
Yep. Oh, she looked at me like that. I got to think of what I got to apologize about.
But that's such an amazing theory to And you know what also backs that theory that we are Greys, but in the future is, do you guys remember in South Africa whenever the Greys landed on a schoolyard
Yes.
park, and they
Yeah.
were the Greys
Wasn't they
were
helping them, like teaching them or something?
yes, they were teaching them. So what
They were
had
like, hold up,
happened,
you can teach me how to Dougie, and we're
yeah,
like,
listen,
yes.
that's exactly. Basically, they was giving them all the secrets or all the things that's going to happen, and they were communicating with these children who were elementary school age. I think they were like from second grade to maybe fourth grade.
They say, yeah, nobody's
telling
gonna believe
them,
that.
if you guys don't get your shit together, the world is just going to be destroyed. You guys are destroying the planet. Like, you have to be mindful of what y'all are doing, and they were telling this
They gotta
to
sow them
them.
seeds.
So back to the fact that we may be Greys in the future. How would a Grey know that? How would, if
So-
there's different dimensions running at the same, like concurrently, how would a Grey know that if we don't get our shit together, that we're gonna destroy our
'Cause
planet
they've
unless they
been
were
there.
already here?
Yeah, they already been there.
You see?
I think time, right? The way we're looking at time is not one thing after the other. It's like this, like
Yeah.
if you pull out film from an old 35 millimeter camera, you have all the photos now. They're all right in front of you, though. They're all right there. So everything is happening at once, one after another. There is no time. Everything is done already. So they know where it's going in the future, right? Things are going to evolve to that point. So they're coming back to try to give us a heads up to prevent, their mistakes, which are ultimately, with all the 12 dimensions, our mistakes are really all of our mistakes. You know what I mean? We're all intertwined. So it's like, people love to go like, I'm just going to take care of me. I'm good. That's cool at first, but then ultimately, yeah, we all
have to take care
all
of us.
connected.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, if you listen, I don't care. No, well, your bloodline is affected by things, even if you have children or not. If whoever's in your family, the things you do, that alters and affects your bloodline. Okay. So
Epigenetics.
I'm not having kids. Exactly. Well, what about your brother or sister? If they're having kids, you're part of their DNA. Okay,
Right.
that's how this stuff goes. So you're all connected. There's no escape. And even if you don't have kids, we all ultimately, if you go back,
well,
I
that's
believe
in the
we're all
12 universal
connected.
laws as well. The law of oneness. We are
Well,
all
yeah.
connected. Like, and I always like to remember that whenever I start getting selfish and being like, I'm finna do me, but I have to think of it just like that.
I gotta do me first.
Right. Like, if the bees, because bees are they're on the brink of extinction. If the bees extinct, we all die. They help us, right? So whenever you think of it in the grand scheme of things, yes, you can be selfish and say, I'm going to worry about me, but there's going to come a time where you are going to have to depend on something else, another entity. It's all in everything that it's like the universal laws. It kind of reminds me of like quantum physics, almost like.
Yeah, it's like the string theory stuff.
Yes, yeah. So it's interesting that you said that, because I always think of that. There's something bigger that's making sure that I'm good, versus me just being selfish and being like, screw the world and all that other jazz. Let's see what else.
There's an amazing movie. It might still be out, called Begonia. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of
Is
that.
that the new one that just came
With
out?
Emma Stone. Emma Stone's in it. It is. Yeah. You have to go see that. So what we're talking about, I don't want to give it away, but it's basically about where we are, where we're heading. It's like Bugnoi, Begonia, something sounds like that. It's a hard name to pronounce, but Emma Stone's the main actress, and it's in the theater. Me and my wife saw it when we were in New York, and literally, even people that are not into it, still, if you watch it till the end, you'll see the message of ETs, how we're communicating, and where we're going as this. Yep, that's it. You have to see this movie, and it's funny. It's a comedy, yet there are serious parts. There's like a thriller-esque element, but it has some funny things to it. But the message behind it, yes, where we're going, and are there ETs and things that are out there in the cosmos? If you're open to this, you're gonna go, oh my God, I knew it. Like, I knew it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I knew
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I knew
There's
it.
always Easter eggs in every movie. I see Easter eggs, and I'm like,
it's real.
It's hidden in our face.
I feel like they put it out so that it feels so far out of reach that we don't believe that is a thing.
We have to suspend belief too much when we really don't have to.
And
that
you
much.
also got to fear the unknown. That's why when his friend took that script to Hollywood, they said, "Oh no, we want it like this. We want people to be scared. We want people to be scared of the aliens. We don't want them."
On the surface level, it's because, like, as a horror director, it's because it might sell a little better than being like an uplifting movie. But also there is a lot of truth to them being like, no, we want to control the narrative on this 100%.
Yeah.
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 He went into hiding for 20 years after because people were like,
Yeah.
I was with you. That did not happen. And he's like, I don't want to deal with this. But now he's back and he has a documentary of actually what happened, what really happened. And he's like, I wanted nothing to do with this because same thing. When I came forward, when I was in the New York Post, I got contacted by a director in Hollywood and he's like, are you sure you've never been abducted by aliens? I'm like, no, I've never been taken on a craft. I hope I will remember, or maybe I don't want to. He's like, well, but if you were, then it would be a real great film.
Yeah.
Can I
I'm
have you
like,
sign this
what would it
NDA
look like
too
for
while you're
you?
at it? Go ahead and sign this. We'll send you a check for $20,000, even though the movie's gonna make us $20 million.
Yeah, and you're gonna ruin your life and your
Yeah,
story,
yeah.
and now people are gonna think you're a fraud. Don't worry about that, and your kids and your family, and don't worry about that. Just take the check. I said no. I'd rather tell my story than tell a story. You know what I mean?
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so. Very much so. I understand that because even with like just content, they want it, but it's only so
Yep.
many haunted plantation. I'm not gonna lie and make up shit just because
I could chat GPT a good story.
right, a
but
good
why?
story, but
that's
why do that?
That's why
Yeah.
I've kind of drifted away from. I still do content for Truly Bizarre, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like I'm kind of losing touch with
Right.
I can only show you the pioneers so many times
Right,
before you go
yeah.
there.
Yeah, but that just tells you like that our integrity is high. It's up there as it should be because he could have easily did it for a bag. He could have did it for a check.
He could have done
Yeah.
it and then came on the show and been like, "Yeah, absolutely, I was
Yeah.
abducted and
Yeah.
they did this, and this, and
Exactly.
that'll be
How would you
$10,000, please."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
and then I'm like, wow, how many people out there have done that, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever, how really, and you never know, and you're like, oh my God, they're really here to take us and attack us, and that's not the truth. Oh man, that's not right.
Aliens probably watch our movies like you guys are such liars. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
never
I-
touched that woman.
well, yeah,
Like,
right.
Right.
And
It's,
I think
crazy.
The truth is even scarier than what's really going on. The truth of what's going on is, yes, perhaps at some point, I think that there were extraterrestrial species that at times might have been dying off. Okay, their race had health problems. They tweaked their DNA. They're doing experimentation, and they're dying off. And they came back to Earth, and to them, taking somebody to help them coexist and to survive is not an abduction to them. It's science. It's survival. It's like us experimenting on a rat. Okay.
Yes.
So I look at that a little different than, hey, they just messed with me and threw me back. Okay. I don't know about that. And I remember asking Dr. Greer, I go, Dr. Greer, abduction's real? And he goes, Andrew, he goes, think about this. If aliens wanted your DNA, they would just go land on the ground and pick it up off the ground. It's everywhere. Why would they need to take you, poke you, and prod you? He goes, that sounds very human. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
he goes,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he goes,
I'll just stand
they're
outside
a
of
human.
Starbucks and take your cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
They're
we
a
do have to
human.
cut it because we do have the FBI outside now,
Yeah,
and they're
I know,
wanting to know where we're all at.
Sorry.
We are taking callers tonight. If anybody wants to call in, if you have a spooky story, if you have anything like that. But in the meantime,
I got
though,
a
I mean,
question.
yeah, I was gonna say, let's continue on with the conversation.
So we were talking about the different levels, like the 12 levels, right?
Yep.
Kind
this is gonna be a good one. Mr. Fresh is in there thinking, I know it's gonna be a good one.
So
Love
it's
it.
like, it's kind of like whenever you astro project, right? Like from what I've heard, I've never astro projected, but from what I've heard, you know, the other entities that are inside of these dreams, right? Like they're all conscious that they're not conscious that you don't belong.
No, they are.
No, they're
Or well, depend. What do you mean, like?
like whenever you mention something about the time or where am I
Yes.
at or you know something along those
Right.
lines, then that's when they all look at you like you got shit on your face. You know, they all look at you like they're gonna attack you.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so it's kind of like that's how I correspond the 12 levels that he was talking about, where it's like, yeah, they all overlap each other, but it's like you're aware, but you're not aware. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's astral is very it's a complicated but quite easy like feat because whenever I think about the astral plane, I feel like there are different levels. Like there are, thank you, because my phone is always dying. There's different levels. Like I have heard that there is like an ultimate high level where all religious figures hang out, and that's where they're at.
It's
But
a Chuck E. Cheese in the
I-
afterlife.
like-
They're sitting there with unlimited tokens.
They're like
Just-
Jesus is up there, Gandhi, and I'm like, oh, okay. But like I said, it is just traveling between, and I feel like in certain you go to certain dimensions and you're not supposed to necessarily be there, and I feel like the people that are in that dimension or in that on that frequency,
Just the religious one.
no, like on that frequency, literally. Whenever you say, well, what time is it? And whatever, they're looking at you like you're not like
Yeah, there is no time.
you're
What
not
are we
supposed to
talking about?
even be here. Like sit down and
Right.
just have a good time.
Well,
you know?
when we talked to Christian, he told us it was March.
He did.
When it was March,
did.
he told us.
He knew the
crazy.
date, yeah. But that's a spirit, right?
Yeah, I guess
Now-
it's a different
right,
potential
because-
entity. Yeah.
In another like dimension or another level or frequency, we're talking about universes that run like together. You
Yeah,
know,
like
so
parallel in
parallel
unison.
universe. So they're like, we know you're not supposed to be here, but why are you over here
I just
interrupting
try
the
to
program?
understand how everything goes together, right? Like for instance, the other day, I had my big boy and my nephew.
He's quite big.
Yeah, my big boy and my nephew, they were cleaning my closet. We had them doing some spring cleaning on our closet. And so
Putting them to work. I see.
and so I moved our safe with the firearm in it.
Yeah.
Now, nobody was inside my bedroom.
I didn't
Literally,
even know.
nobody was inside my bedroom. I took the gun safe. I put it underneath my dialysis chair,
Right, which is only where you sit.
which is only
Yes,
where I
yes.
sit. Matter of fact, I'm the only one that goes in that living room in my bedroom. I'm the only one that goes in there.
Great lighting, by the way.
Yes.
And so the other day, my daughter had a dream.
Right.
I don't know what kind of dream it was, but she had a dream. And she's like, I had a dream that I did this and that and this and that. And, you know,
It was a nightmare.
yeah, it was a nightmare. She was like, and then, you know, this person was chasing me. And I went into your room and I went underneath your dialysis chair and I grabbed your gun.
And I was just
And you
like,
had just moved it like that day.
I had just moved it like maybe a
couple of
couple days
days
before
before.
that. But like I said, I have a fingerprint lock on my door. Nobody
Right.
goes in my room unless I beep you into my room. How would she know that I moved that gun underneath
Well,
that chair?
I mean, to be fair, this is the one that
yeah.
is
Well, the
on
dream
the
was
up and up.
crazy in itself. It was very, and this is why I tell like my daughter, you don't show fear to things because she is a traveler in that way. Whereas I feel like I have to sharpen my skills. And we talked about this even with the interview with Andrew. Like I have to sharpen my skills, but my daughter does not have to do that. Like she can communicate with things that aren't necessarily
You're sitting there
in
going
this
like, hold on, how you do that?
right in this realm, like whenever she's sleeping especially. So she was having this very, very low vibrational dream where all of her fears and everything else, something was making it seem like these things were true. You know,
Right.
all of her dark moments were being rehashed and she was running from something and went into the room. And she's like, yeah. And then I went under Dad's dialysis chair and I grabbed his gun. And he said, wait a minute, you do what?
And she
I
was
didn't
like,
even know it was
Dad,
there.
why are you looking at me like that? And I said, because
She said,
my gun,
we both
my gun's
damn
literally
well know
underneath
where
my
it is.
chair.
I did not know that he had moved it, but because we don't want the children to know
Yeah,
where
of course.
they're at. So he's not going to say, hey, honey, I moved the firearm to this place, you know? So I just find it very interesting. Like there's more to this that I hope one day is studied because my child, have you ever seen Insidious with the little boy who got lost
Yes.
in that in between?
Yeah.
I said, you know, you will see things that might scare you, but you have to realize that you are in the flesh, right? They can't hurt you.
You're more powerful.
You're more powerful than them, but it still is like, it's interesting because I did not know that he had moved it.
I heard they're starting to move people. I heard they're starting to hire people like you guys in like the government. You know, I heard that they're starting to put these people in power, like they're so that they can start having them like a psychic team or you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that started back in the 90s with the GATE program. Remember whenever they used to take you in them portables and make you do all the hearing
Now,
tests?
here's the thing, though. I did gate, and my gate time was not like we all had. We mummified chicken. We read Shakespeare's.
No.
We
They had us doing Morse code worksheets. And I was like, I don't understand.
okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they had like, for instance,
I remember that.
They would come and get us and they would say, okay.
Andrew, were you in gate?
Do you remember the GATE program?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It was just very
I thought
weird.
it was just me, but yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm the youngest one besides Georgia in this room. I mean, I'm only 28, but I was in Gate in elementary school. I remember that.
And they would come and they would make it seem like, oh, special privilege. Let me pull you out of class.
Yeah.
I want to. And then here comes these portables that never existed in the back of the school. And I'm
No,
like, what
I knew
the
what
hell?
they went up. But here's the thing, though. Because I remember somebody's theory about this, and it could also be true, is you have special needs classes for kids who can't function. Then you have special needs classes for kids that ask too many goddamn questions.
Yes.
The teacher's like, that was Gate.
Yes.
At least for me. Like, because for sure looking at me, like with my son and looking at me, I'm like,
Yeah, I feel like all the
no, call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I feel like whenever it comes down to us, all the neurospicy kids, we thought it was because we were what they would consider delayed or whatever the case is, but they were testing us for something else. It was totally weird.
It was
The
basically
test-
Stranger Things.
Yes,
But I
the
thought it was
test
testing
was
everybody
just.
Ritalin too.
Is that why I had to call my teacher Papa?
Wait a minute.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine if I?
No, they literally would pull me out of class. It'd be like, it would be just a series of weird tests. And I
don't
never
remember
knew
that.
what it was for. I'm like, okay, I don't have to do math. I get to come in here and it would be this big old, like you put these headphones on that's big as your head. And here comes this man with this deep ass voice, like, we are going to do a hearing test. That was Gate. They were trying to see who was the spiritualist, who had psychic abilities, who could astral project, and who would be good for the military.
I don't know. Mine wasn't
Probably-
that crazy,
probably
but I was
that.
also.
Well,
in the
I was a kid in the 90s
I was
too.
the early 2000s.
Like
so
by the time you were born,
Dick
I
Cheney was probably like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot one of them if they're out there.
This was around the time you were born, so I was
Yeah.
like maybe 7 or 8 years old whenever
Right.
I
I
was
already had
having this.
asbestos by then, so
Not asbestos. So I feel like all the neurospicy people in the world who have ADHD, who have all of these abilities that that are looked at as quote unquote disabilities. I feel like a lot of them have gifts that they just don't know how to fine tune. And it might be a little actual ADHD on top of that, but I don't
you
know.
add drugs in there too, and now you got drugs and you hearing stuff already.
Yes. So, and that's another thing, like, which nobody really talks about whenever you have a special gift and you think you're going crazy and you're seeing the deceased
Nowhere to
and
cope.
spirits, and then you start taking drugs and now you're schizophrenic. It's like they just keep piling it on top. So it's nice to see and have a space, because here we talk about everything, and have guests like Andrew that are like, no, you're not crazy. Yes, you probably did communicate with alien at some point in your life through dream or through meditation or travel, because these things exist.
Just your star family.
Yes, your star family and your spirit animals and everything else. Like, this is not. It is literally not the end. Here is not the end, and we are all around. Like in the interview we talked about, there are more UFOs in the sky than you can naked see with your eye. Like they are.
Yeah, we're just on a different frequency.
Yes, yeah. So it's just
We're
really
on basic
cool.
cable.
Exactly,
And they
and
have
they're
the
premium
Stars package with
Right.
HBO and
Exactly.
Skinamax,
And
shout
sometimes
out
we can,
Skinamax.
Shout
you know,
out.
and then sometimes we can hardwire our cable and tap into what they're watching.
Sometimes you gotta
So-
cross the
Sometimes you gotta
wires.
get the bootleg.
Yeah. Yep. And then the cable man comes and still take the cable out, and then we're back on our own frequency.
Yep.
So, you're not crazy, y'all. You
That's
probably
why
just have
I
a
just
really
married the
good gift.
cable woman. So I just go. I just go
I just
and
married
have her
Cox Cable so I could just have unlimited
yeah, just have her
access.
connect my stuff for free. I'd be like, so what did they tell you?
Yeah, yeah. Someone mentioned Stranger Things, and the Stranger Things is absolutely a thing, because one thing that my daughter did say in her room or about her dream is whenever she came into our house, it was the same house, but everything was backwards. Does that make sense?
The upside down.
It's like the upside down. Because it's in, and mind you, she was not at home whenever she had this dream. So can you imagine you're seeing everybody in your house move around your house like normal, but you are asleep at your grandma's house across town? This is the type of thing. So I'm like, I love this kind of work just because I know I'm going to have to, she's more powerful than me. She can see things that I can't. So I know.
She's 11.
Yes, that's my
You're
baby.
Vecna.
11. Yes. So
That's why it took me back, because it's like you seen it. I moved the gun and you weren't even here.
Mr. Fresh is like, I got two of y'all.
right.
Like,
Poor him.
do I gotta feed both of y'all? Like, I'm just
Yeah.
Both of y'all.
Andrew, I have a question. After hearing everything that you've had to offer us, I haven't heard you give your thoughts on the simulation theory. And
George
the
is
fact,
big into that. He was
I'm
talking to me
big
about
into
it
it.
while we were on break.
Yeah. I just correlate everything back.
He also is a
to-
gamer, so like I'm a gamer, but we play different kind of games. But
Yeah. You know, like, what are your thoughts on it? And do you think like this is something that's rather a new concept of the generation that grew up playing Sims?
Yeah.
left him in the pool with no ladder.
Yeah. Well, there's different ways of describing that before this new terminology, but I know like Philip K. Dick, who I followed a lot of his work many years ago. He was speaking about this for many years, and this was forbidden. No one wanted to speak about this. I know Riz Verk. He wrote a couple of books on the simulation theory hypothesis. He's got some great books on it, and I think the evidence is pointing that we are in some sort of intelligent design. Meaning, if you look outside, right? The grass is where it needs to be. There's a tree right there. There's the sky is blue. There's not like a random circle of dirt in the sky, like all disoriented.
As a video game tester, I could tell you that's exactly what would happen.
Exactly. Right. It's like, whoa, it's perfect. So, okay. So it seems like, and then with the laser stuff they've been doing lately, they've been taking the Home Depot lasers and having people take DMT and look basically at the reflection of the lasers. And
What?
seeing
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Yeah.
Wait, fucking time the fuck out. Andrew. We're not gonna glaze over that one.
Yeah, he said, "Yo, you want to do something cool?"
Yeah.
Stare at
Take
this
some
laser on
DMT.
DMT is nuts.
Check this out. There's a guy that's doing it now. He might have been on Joe Rogan recently, but basically, if you look up the lasers at Home Depot, a guy has been, him and a couple dudes were taking DMT and then setting the laser up and then looking at it from, an angle, like against the wall, looking at it. And they said that while they're on the DMT, they are seeing literally the coding.
Yeah, I just saw a Reddit.
That's crazy.
I just pulled it up on Reddit, the simulation theory Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like there's so many things that could be true.
So,
at
are
the
we gonna
same
go do that
time.
after the show? We're gonna go get some DMT. Get
right,
some lasers
like,
from Home
what do you
Depot?
mean?
Are you better at
Staring at-
Costco? Like, can I get
Right.
from
Where do
Walmart?
we get DMT from?
George
I
knows
want
a guy. I bet.
I want to be clear, right? With all that stuff, right? DMT or any of those hallucinogenics or anything. Those are tools that can get you to a state. The thing is, if there's side effects of something negative, you might want to consider doing that. So for me personally, the most natural, best way to get there is through a meditative state. You can access all of that and have no hangover.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
So-
no mushrooms.
Yeah,
do whatever you
heard of
want. I'm
people-
just saying.
No, I've heard
Yeah.
of people like talking about microdosing and
Yeah, of course. Sure.
what is it? Is it ashwu?
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. Different
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that. But I mean, I heard you also vomit out your mouth.
You have
and
like
ass.
a crazy ego death with that. Yeah.
That's not, but it's a lot of different ways. And that's what I tell most of my clients, because a lot of people come to me with these same exact questions and I can't answer some of them. But whenever they talk about gifts, I'm like, you have it. You just have to learn how to control it and fine tune it. So, and I always recommend meditation, different things like that, guided meditations or whatever the case is. Rarely do I ever say, hey, you can microdose or whatever the case is, because I don't want a lawsuit. Yeah, you're not about to go trip out, because
definitely
I feel
not.
like you
No.
experience whatever you expect to experience. Any low vibrational thoughts that you
Yeah.
have, you're going to
They're
experience
gonna manifest.
that. Yeah, yes. So same thing with the astral plane. If you think you're going to see low vibrational beings on that side, that's exactly
Now,
what
that's
you're going to see.
something that we talked about in the main interview with Andrew that I won't go too far into, but he did talk about the importance of who you bring into your space when you are doing these communications and meditations. And we always talk about that as well, of just like covering your head
Right.
and cleansing yourself, but also like being open to it and having good energy, because we've talked about plenty of times where people brought things. Or like when we did our investigation, the one gentleman was severely intoxicated and they
Oh
were
my
damn near
gosh.
suffocating him.
Yes.
They
and
almost
me.
choked. They almost
They
choked
was
him out.
choking
Like
me out.
it got so thick just because of. I mean, I feel like he wasn't a believer though. I feel like he was
almost like-
intoxicated. He was cocky.
Yeah.
You know, like he was
And
trying.
spirits
Wasn't he
were
trying
like-
to play him in cards or something?
Yeah, well, yeah, they were. He was like, "I'll play you for my watch," and he had like a nice Rolex on, and I was like, "Bro, don't offer these.
Don't, yeah.
This is a saloon, like
Right.
one of the most
gambling
notorious
hall.
spirits was shot. Like the bullet holes are still in the wall from over 100 years ago. Like, don't bring up these things and
Yeah.
I really quick, Andrew, as we're winding down here, and folks, this is like your last chance to call in. If you want to call in tonight, you click the link in the description below. But I would be very, very upset with myself if I didn't have you tell if you're willing to talk about it, the story of your father on 9/11 and just the miraculous story that was, if you wouldn't mind.
I was gonna ask about that. Was he a firefighter during
Sure.
9/11?
So yeah, he was working
wow.
that day. So
Wow.
this phenomenon, this experience, all the things I've talked about, the most amazing thing that has ever happened is this phenomena has saved my life, and we'll get into that in a second. So basically 9/11 happens. At the time, I'm working as an electrician out in the Hamptons. I see the incident happening. I just had a feeling. I knew that my father was there. I didn't even know if he was at work. I just said, I know he's down there. And he worked in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, which is over the bridge into Lower Manhattan. So I got on the phone, called the firehouse, and they said, oh no, they're relocated to Manhattan, which meant they're there. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm watching what's going on in the mansion in the Hamptons that I was sharing with 20 roommates. We're all watching what's happening. And I'm like, oh my God. And then the collapse happens. I hear the chief go on air saying, we lost 300 members. I'm like, and I have not heard from him. All of a sudden around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, boom, we hear from him. He's okay. And we're like, what happened? What happened? And basically they were going down there. He was in the ladder company in his house. There's a ladder and an engine company in his house. Now, the whole area, the whole battalion that he worked in, every single house in his area, basically pretty much everyone working that day in his area and every other house got killed that day, except his own house.
Wow.
They're there, right? The truck is there. The engine's just before them. The engine gets there a little bit before them. My dad's company got to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel and they had a bomb threat. So they said, you got to walk. So they walked 2 miles on foot with their firefighting gear through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel.
Saved their
They
life.
get out. Yeah, thank God. Now, the engine company just got there a little bit before them as they're walking down the block, right? They're walking into the trade center. A guy jumps out of a window, hits a firefighter named Danny Sir from engine 216. They start working on this guy, trying to revive him. The company is doing, first med on this guy. As they're trying to revive him, the tower falls. So that one fireman saved 12 guys' lives that day.
Wow. And all of this is so crazy because I couldn't imagine going to or being even remotely around 9/11, the memorial, or even there as a psychic. Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'd be overwhelmed.
I feel like that's one of those things that we talked about a little bit earlier, like when you said like an atomic bomb and then you kind of cracked that. I feel like that would count as well, like because there was so much death and so much destruction. I feel like there was a little bit of like a slippage, like there's paranormal things that were happening around the site during it. And I feel like there was the worlds just merged, so it's just crazy.
I was going to say, right, I noticed after great catastrophes or great horrible things that happen like 9/11, there'll be a spiritual revival after, right? Everyone's like open and wanting to tap into these things. So after 9/11, it was like that. And then I got on the fire department in 2006. And then when I was on, I had 10 years on in 2015. We got a call to a fire, and to keep a long story real short, it's a cold winter night. It's just after Christmas. We get on the truck. We're going there. I'm hearing reports of people trapped. There's no water. The hydrants are frozen. There's people in the house, and it's on fire. It's a 2-alarm fire. It was big at the time. It went to a 5th alarm. We'll go in there. We're on the way. We get off the truck. I'm getting my stuff. Now, at the time, I had 10 years on. I was not a rookie. I had a lot of experience. I get off the truck. I'm grabbing my stuff, and I look, and all of a sudden, I could see this purplish mist come in. I could smell my grandmother's Bill Blass 1980 Vanilla Musk perfume. And I could hear her voice. Yeah. Like a grandma's perfume.
Yes.
About.
I'll never forget my grandmother's perfume. And she's still living.
Yes. Though, that's right. It brings you right there. And I could hear her voice. She was passed away already. She said, Andrew, don't go in there. I'm like, what? I grabbed
my job.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, what? And this never happened before. I get to the front of the building. I got all my stuff. The guys are with me. The chief comes over. He goes, all right, go on the top floor. He walks away. I turn around. I go, hold on. And they're like, what? Now I had 10 years on. So guys probably listening, like, what's going on? And I looked to the guy next to me who was a probie. He had the orange probationary pumpkin hat, the patch on. I go, just wait, watch, bro. 30 to 40 seconds later, the top floor we were supposed to go in, fire blew out of every window.
Oh my gosh.
We would have all been incinerated. So
Right,
this
yeah.
phenomena
Has
saved
saved
my
your
life.
life. Yeah, saved your life for sure.
Yes.
Because if you weren't intuitive, if you weren't a psychic, if
No
you didn't
way.
have a
You would've
gift,
been
you
in there.
guys
No
would have
way.
ran right in there.
I would have been gung-ho right in, done.
Wow.
Like we're supposed to. That's what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do.
Yes.
But
yes.
my intuition or something spoke to me. And I always tell people listening out there, if you're in a weird situation or something's up or you get an awful feeling, take a second and just listen to that thing because it might save your life.
Yes. And I tell people that all the time. Your discernment, we all are born with a gift. Your discernment and your intuition is a gift. You have to start listening to yourself because your intuition and your discernment will never fail you. If you feel like it's about to be some bullshit, more than likely it's going to be bullshit.
Yep. Listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. Well, Andrew, I mean, we could go on forever.
Oh my
but
gosh,
Man,
yes.
they're just gonna have to. They're gonna have
They're
to
gonna
tap
have to
into the
wait.
interview.
Yes.
And if you want to see it a week early, which would be the 16th, you can become a member over either on the Black Cauldron or Calls from Beyond, and we'll air it early for you guys. But Andrew, I want to give you another chance to let the people know what do you have going on. Where can they? We've already had people in the chat ask where they can find you. We have Mari, our great mod, who's been posting your website. But where can people find you, and what do you have going on?
Yeah, so psychicfirefighter.com or go to any social media. That's the easiest way to find me. I'm Psychic Firefighter. I'm the only one out there that I know of. So there should be no other ones. I got the blue check next to my profile, so that's the only one. No, right now I'm working on a project that's out. It's called Contact. If you go on my Instagram page, if you go on my Facebook page, you can click and actually watch it. It's being shown at a London Film Festival right now. You can vote on it too if you want, which would be grateful. I'd be so grateful for that. Thank you so much. It's a peer-reviewed film. It's going to be shown around March on Amazon Prime, but right now it's been shown at least a dozen film festivals already. It's all over the place. I'm working on a couple more projects at the moment. One in the States, going around doing, paranormal stuff, psychic readings. What I like to do is get together with people that are contactees or have had weird experiences that are open to getting read, connecting with their loved ones, and making UFO contact, because I believe all of this is connected. It is one giant thing. It's like a bicycle wheel. It's like all the spokes on a bicycle wheel. Everything's connected. If you're open, you're going to have an amazing experience. If you're not ready, you're not ready. I'm not for you. But if you're ready, feel free to reach out to me and find me. If you have any questions, I'm pretty accessible. Shoot me a message or shoot me an email. And the easiest way is just fill out a form on my website and shoot me an email. And if I could help you out at all. I also do one-on-one psychic development classes. So that's one-on-one training. It's very intensive, like we talked about earlier. It's not for everyone, but if you feel you might want to do that, people usually will come for a reading first, see how the process goes. If they like it, if it's a good fit, then we could talk about exploring that option, because it's an intensive thing. And I want to make sure down the road, if anyone says, oh, blah, 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 Andrew trained me, do you know that guy? I would say, yeah, I know that person. I trained him. Instead of, they were in a workshop I did with 500 people. No, no.
They're number 874.
874. Yeah, best friend. No, come on. Keep it real.
It definitely, you and everybody that's going to watch the replay of this, because I get this question so much, because there's so many people that are spiritual, they're mediums, they're psychics, they don't know how to control their gift. And I'm just glad that it is a one-on-one class, because obviously you get that personalized attention. And on top of that, you don't have to worry about anybody else's energy interrupting your energy while you're learning and shaping out this gift. So, of course, I will always send anybody that is interested in sharpening their skills your way, because I know I am. You're going to hear from me. So,
You're going to have to smack her away with a stick on this one.
I want to talk to aliens, because I want to know why y'all haven't came and got me. Okay? Why I never came in and just came and said hi.
I wasn't turtly enough for the turtle
Right,
club.
not turtle. I'm not gray enough for the gray club. So you'll definitely hear from me. And like I said, I will always recommend you, because it's nice to know that there's other options other than just sitting on your hands and being miserable. And I know how to do your gift. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. And you've been so generous with your time tonight for us, but this morning for you. And I just want to say thank you again so much, Andrew. I'm super thankful for the amount of questions we got to ask and everything. And I know Mari's posting the link for your website in there.
And for people that are on my page, you can go over to Calls From Beyond, which is tagged. Make sure you're following there, and you can find Andrew's information there as well. And we'll post it in the Discord too. I'll post it in my Discord, and we'll post it in the Calls From Beyond Discord.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for this. This is our Christmas gift to you. The reason why we have been teasing this interview as much as we have is because we're going to be off that week, and this is our little gift to you. And Andrew, thank you so much. 2 times now, Andrew, I've had a chance to engineer his show, and it's great every single time. So yeah, brother, we're very excited to come out with that, and we're going to let you go now, but we're going to transition to our raffle. So thank you again.
Thank you,
Yes,
Andrew.
thank you so much.
I truly appreciate it.
No, I just wanted to share one thing with you, if that's okay.
Uh-oh.
Psychically. So this is how this works, right? Sometimes I'll get things, or things will come around me, or things that are good, or good impressions I get. So I'm just getting 2 numbers around you that seem to be very lucky, very synchronistic. So this could be a date or an actual number of something, of an event. So I'm getting a 7 and an 11. Just so you know, 7 and 11 are soulmates. That's why the store 7-Eleven is named that. But either the month of July or something with November, but 7 and 11 are good luck or synchronistic for you.
Ooh, okay.
So just pay attention to that. Pay attention
7-Eleven.
to that.
Okay, to watch. I'm gonna see all the 7-Eleven everywhere
Like,
now.
that
Watch.
doesn't mean go to 7-Eleven and,
No, I'm
and
not-
play
no, I'm
Buffalo.
gonna look it up.
7:22 right now.
7-Eleven.
Yep.
Well, I love numerology, so I'm gonna look into.
We can explore that more. Yeah.
Yep,
Definitely.
you'll hear from me, okay? Because
Absolutely.
I
had
would
to tell you it was
love
around you, so.
to take a class and get a reading. So don't worry,
Yeah,
I'll be.
cool.
You gonna prepare to be sick of me, okay?
Yeah, that is a
Absolutely.
coincidence.
7-Eleven. Okay.
There's all synchronicities. There's no coincidences. My other daughter just got back today from Bali. Very spiritual place. So wherever
Oh yeah,
you go,
we just
wherever
came
you
back
turn-
from Bali in July.
Oh,
Very
it was
beautiful.
so beautiful.
Wait, when did you go there?
July.
I was about to say, you just said July.
July.
Okay, we'll talk later. Okay.
He said, I'm
like
leaving
to
that
get
one
too
for
deep
us.
into it. Well, I know we're live, so we'll get into it another time. All right. But listen,
Okay.
Alrighty,
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Andrew.
Andrew.
all the best, guys. You got it.
Have a
See
good
you.
one.
Thank you, brother.
See ya. Bye.
That
Damn,
was
he's good.
He said, "Oh, by the
Yeah,
way,
no.
and I'm out."
Yeah,
No,
mic
but you
drop.
know, I don't know if he can still see this, but you know what the weirdest part about this is?
What?
Is that before we even interview him, I said, ancestor spirit guys, tell him something that I need to know. If he's real, I want to know, right? Because I've been watching this content all day and whenever he first, and I said, I want him to tell me something that I wouldn't know, or that is not commonly known.
Yeah.
And 7-Eleven, child. listen.
And you came in
Hold up,
talking
but
about 7-Eleven. You were like,
he
"What's
said-
7-Eleven? It was
Yes.
closed."
Oh my gosh. Yes, I did.
He said it 7-Eleven at 7:22.
At
Oh,
7:22. Yeah, that's why I said, and it's 7:22.
Okay.
Okay,
Clock
so
it.
the
I'm gonna have to
psychic
DM
If
is
you
him.
need
gone.
any more reason to go look at that guy,
Yeah.
I know,
The psychic
no.
is
Interview
gone.
is
Now
so
you're
good.
stuck with the psycho.
I know.
the interview was super
It
good.
was really good,
Yeah.
and I have been telling people for years there are schools in which I didn't know where to send these people. I'm like, there
Yeah.
are people that teach you how to control your gifts. It's just not me, sister. It's not
just
me,
not me.
brother. I'm
I give
still
you the
figuring it
content.
out, right? But I told them to Google it and different things like that. Meditate, microdosing and things safely is a thing as well. But now I have someone to send them to because I literally said, I swear on me, I said, let something come out that is specifically for me. And
Yeah.
then when he was like, Noah, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, uh-oh. So, I'm very excited to connect with him. And all of his information is on our chat on Calls From Beyond. Again, if you're watching from my page, make sure you go and subscribe to Calls From Beyond. We are live every Tuesday. I know there is some newbies in the room, but usually we have a lot of calls. We do have guests, and normally they are either spooky, they're spiritualists, psychics, mediums, or literal aliens. Who knows?
Yep.
So if you like the content, make sure that you are subscribed over there as well.
Yep. And so we are going to move over to our raffle. So this is your last chance to enter the raffle. Any super chat or cash app of $5 or more gets you entered. But going back to the interview, if you want to see it a week early, because we're 3 weeks out from you seeing that interview. If you want to see it a week early, you got to become a member on either Black Cauldron or Calls from Beyond,
Yes.
which you did gain a new member earlier. I was going to bring that up.
All right, I think that was Divine.
Divine,
And she
yep.
has been, that's my boo.
Oh, she's for 7
Hey
months.
girl, 7 months strong. You know, we locked in. We go together real bad. Thank you so much to all my members on my channel and anybody that is watching this and is a member.
Yep.
Even whenever I post content, you know, y'all love me so good.
And then shout out to Yolanda on Calls from Beyond. She did
Yes,
super
shout
chat
out,
$10.
shout out to everybody.
By the
All
way,
I see my patrons in there and my Discord family. Shout out to y'all. What's up, Carly? Hey, Ray.
I calculated it the way Mr. Fresh had recommended earlier.
To make
Yolanda,
it
you're at the
fair.
$15 tier, which got you 40.
Hi, Mr.
entries.
Fresh. You were right.
Hey, so I just want to say one
did
thing. One thing bothered me.
What?
So Ray switched on us.
Oh
did Ray
my
do?
goodness.
Ray switched on us. He didn't switch channels on us, and now I'm missing him over here. And,
Oh,
you know,
my
we
God.
ain't
On
got
calls?
We ain't got Ray getting put in timeout over
I did
here
put
on
Yolanda,
calls.
or not Yolanda. I did put Jacinda in timeout earlier.
And see, I'm trying to look at mine and keep up with the other one. But shout out to the family that is always here every week, never misses a show. We lay y'all down real good. And I'm ready to see who's winning this mystery.
Yeah, I'm not
bag.
seeing any new
Last
super
chance,
chats come
nobody?
in.
Nobody?
Yes.
Let's give them another few minutes.
Yes, and for people that are new on my channel, as you know, I do own a metaphysical online shop
What's it
called
called?
Manifesty.
What's the website?
Manifesty.com.
There you go. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yes. So what we're doing today is anybody who super chatted in the last couple of weeks, you do get a mystery bag of metaphysical items from my shop. It could be candles. And when I say candles, just not your average candles. It could be a road opening candle that's already pre-dressed, already pre-charged by mwah. It could be a protection candle, a money candle, a ancestor candle, all of them already pre-dressed, pre-charged. It could be an oil that was conjured by me. It could be a bracelet, a crystal. It's like 4 to 6 items in each bag. So it could be a spiritual water as well, spiritual bath. So yeah, we've been donating. People have been putting in and sending super chats, and $5 gets you an entry. So that's what this is for.
I have so many song choices here that we can choose to go with for this like final moment.
Oh, we did Lady Angel Heart with a
Okay.
$10 super chat.
Oh,
Shout
shout
out
out
Lady
to you.
Angel Heart.
Okay, excellent.
Carly's
Carly's
the one to
Let me
blame
see
for
if
Ray being on my
Jacinda
channel.
did, 'cause she said I got Cash App.
You guys let me know here.
Yes, you can
Should
cash
I
app.
go
You can super chat.
Yep.
Cosmic Countdown, Final Strike,
Cosmic countdown.
1 hour countdown. That's a false name. It's a 2 minute long song.
It's the
Oh,
cosmic
and we didn't get any
countdown.
on my channel for. Did we? We counted up all the ones.
We did.
on
We
my
did count
channel
up from yours as
right?
well. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Cosmic Countdown. This seems like what we want. All right, here we go. I'm gonna bring it in and action. Wait. Oh, this fucking.
Speaking of
mouse.
action, I started writing my next film. It's going to be shot at the Pioneer. It's a monster movie. We've already got
A monster movie.
Franny's making the
Y'all should let me do a cameo
what?
as a monster, not
As a monster.
No, I'm the
Oh,
monster.
Jacinda just sent $10 on Cash App.
Shout
out
out
Jacinda.
A lot of the people that are in the chat on Calls From Beyond have purchased from me before, so they know my shit is potent. They know, and they're
They
repeat
know that shit's
customers.
potent.
They're repeat customers. I forgot to put somebody's haint water, which is a spiritual bluing water that I make, in they shit, and she literally clocked my tea. Was like, "Excuse me, I ordered 2 of those. I really need you to send the next, the other one out." I'm like,
I need
"Okay,
them
girl," and that was her 4th bottle, so they know what it is. Thank you so much,
Lady
Kiki,
Angel Heart
Boss
sitting at 15
Art.
months. Let me see.
15 months. Shut up. Is that
Yeah,
our longest
did
standing?
Maury changed her name.
All right. Who hit the $10?
Jacinda.
Jacinda.
This feels like Stranger Things theme music.
It does.
Which the new season, I'm not going to say anything. All I'm going to say is
That was the only one. Yes. So far?
and then Lady Angel Heart had 10.
Lady Angel Heart. Perfect.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys.
Yes.
This is the way we are.
Well, I don't know if this one enters, but Kiki Boss Art sent a $2 super chat on the
Oh, okay.
Black
Yeah,
Cauldron.
we can listen.
give her one entry.
Yeah, so she can get an entry as well. We appreciate you guys super chatting us. That's how we keep this call-in show going. How
Name on that
you
one.
know we do it for the love of it.
Name of it.
It was Kiki Boss Art.
Kiki Boss Art.
Watch that be the one to win. Like everybody's getting like 40 entries in there.
They're gonna be.
You'll
sick.
see the wheel, ladies and gentlemen.
You'll be able to
It
see
is
it.
thick.
Yes. No, but we really do
Lady
appreciate
Angel Heart,
it.
that's still nothing to scoff at. She said, 14 months, hasn't renewed yet. What do you mean? Like, that's still 14
that's
months. We still
beautiful.
appreciate
That's
you.
beautiful.
Months is amazing, man. We appreciate all of y'all contributions.
Somebody, wait, is this mine?
We have to like remind ourselves like how lucky we are with a community of
seconds.
you guys, because you guys make us
Yeah,
who we are. Like,
we do this for fun. This is a passion project of ours, and we just appreciate to be a member for 14 months on Calls from Beyond is insane.
yes.
Like that means you were one of the first members on our channel. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not, but still.
Shaman
one of
said
them.
Mr. Fresh should have asked how to fix our Steelers. I don't know. Be the Chargers.
But
You
either
know.
way, you've been rocking with us for a long time. Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank
60
you.
I don't know, Shaman.
seconds.
60 seconds. You guys are able to sit.
So you know
in.
how they rent out this parking lot for the games?
Yeah.
So in our I think I told you guys in the meeting, but in our group chat for the studio, I was like, guys, thank God the Raiders are dog shit. There's
Yeah.
not going to be any playoff games here
Clock it.
because we made sure of that on Sunday when we wiped their ass out,
Yes. And while we wait, we got about 30 seconds left.
give or take.
Okay, so I just wanted to make this
30
announcement
seconds.
because I have 48 people in on my chat. If you are interested in communing with me, chatting, or even just learning with like-minded individuals, please join my Discord.
Yes.
Period.
We have so many different channels and servers and whatever you call them, but that's where classes will be held. That's where we do our book club. That's every Sunday. We just be in there vibing and sharing spells, tarot readings, and everything else. We have a time. So if you want to commune with me, go there. Additionally, thank you to everybody who has damn near put me at halfway.
I was about to say we only got 11 spots.
11
Damn.
spots for Egypt.
And they said you weren't going to
Okay?
sell nothing.
No,
the
we-
fuck?
Okay.
We only got-
This is going to be trip 3.
No,
Listen.
listen. We've sold 9 spots
In less than a
in
month.
less than a month.
So
We're almost halfway
yeah.
at capacity.
And I just want to let you guys know today is
Y'all know what to do.
Travel Tuesday. So if you want to go on the trip with us, you do get an additional $50 off, but using the promo code TTSAVE50. Yeah, you ain't got to pay a trip off today, but come on outside. Let's
Come
go.
on outside. We going
Listen,
outside.
Let's go to a portal
I
real
don't-
quick.
Speaking
Listen.
of, oh no, go ahead, Mr.
Oh, no,
Fresh.
I was just gonna say, Egypt is gonna be a time.
I-
A time will be had.
yes.
Yep. And I got to learn how to play spades.
I'm gonna need to train the shit out of you with your camera because I swear to God, if you come back and you ain't
I
film
know,
nothing,
I know.
I'm gonna.
No, I'm gonna go to
I be
I'm gonna go
so-
to TikTok and buy one of them little joints.
No,
The-
but
like
I
the
can
one I have?
honestly say
Yeah.
my problem is that like I like to live in the moment and experience
I
shit.
get that. I
and
get
so
that.
I'm a terrible vlogger because
Me too.
I'm like, I'm trying to have fun.
Which is my announcement that I've been doing Vlogmas so far, which is you vlog every day of December, which actually started Sunday for me.
Hold on.
Oh.
Austin, this would actually be.
Oh, here we go.
really
George is
good
gonna
for
get
the
this.
vlog. Austin's
George has
Oh
my
my
camera right now.
gosh.
He's like, hey George, you can do this. You'll have time to capture all the good moments.
Yeah, no,
Boom.
he's busy. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. All right, we're gonna take that from the top so I can get it on the vlog. I'm gonna give myself some screen time too. So.
Yeah. Even though he's already been on it,
Oh, that's recenter. I wanna look at myself.
flip up on the screen. There's like a swipe up, and then there's a little flip.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
you see,
Boom.
this is why I don't
Yeah.
vlog.
By the way, when I clicked the buttons too, it did it. Okay, Austin,
Yes.
what have you been up to, man?
Yeah, so I've been doing Vlogmas this year. I'm on day 4, I think, and I'm vlogging every day of December over on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So go check it out. Actually, the one that I put out today is actually like blowing up right now. Like the
Okay.
one from yesterday has 7 views. The one from today is at 80.
Okay.
So
Well,
go
Traction.
check that out. Go check out my
Traction.
YouTube channel.
I thought you've been telling me to do a vlog for the longest.
Because I know your audience would eat up the
It's
shit
just
out of
a
it.
little
Like
ghetto.
we be
over
cussing
here.
a lot.
I cuss too. I don't care.
Listen, I thought about it and I'm like, do they really want to see like just regular shit?
Yeah, I've been
Like my
just vlogging.
skincare routine.
You know what
and-
they've been liking is I've been just showing like my calls with clients. Like I don't do anything names or anything, but like me
Yeah.
talking about like I had a discovery call with a new client I just closed yesterday, and that's in the video today
Yeah.
of me like just having a conversation with them. I know George and I had some conversations. I had some conversations with my business partner, also with Rob. And so like I just throw that stuff in there.
And see, with me, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Noah's a real life psychopath." Because my vlog, I'm gonna tell you how my vlog goes. In the morning, it's me yelling at the kids, "Go to school, bye, you're gonna be late." All
And
of
then
that
you
stuff.
sit there for 5 minutes, just
Sit
go,
there,
what the
yes,
fuck?
5 minutes. Take all of my morning vitamins to make sure I stay neurospicy free for the whole day. And then I go downstairs, do my tarot
Neurospicy-free.
readings, everything else, and it's a lot of herb, candle work, prayer,
she
and
cusses
cussing.
me out like 5 times throughout the day because she'd be like, "What? You just keep calling me."
So Mari put it in the Calls From Beyond chat. It's just Austin Alvarez Prod PROD on YouTube. Should be a picture of me. I'm vlogging every single day, but I do other content on there as well. Like I did a recap of the Fallout event, which was super cool because I got a career-defining photo of Walton Goggins, and I was a foot away from him for a solid 5 to 10 minutes. That was crazy. I do videos about like packing. Like I need to do a video on like a gift guide for photographers for like super low budget stuff.
That would be fun.
And so yeah, I'm trying to do more stuff on there. Like I still do Calls From Beyond is dear to my heart. Truly Bizarre is still close to my heart, but I'm just not doing that stuff as much anymore. But this stuff is like what I live and breathe and do every day. So it's easy for me to do content about it. So I'd appreciate it if you're watching this right now. Go check out my YouTube channel. Vlogmas, yeah,
Yes.
it's like a thing. Like all the big
I just got a
vloggers.
$10 one too. Period. Thank you so much, Miss Leah. I appreciate you.
You did?
Yes, they sent to my Cash App.
Oh, okay, all right.
Period.
So what's their name?
So we need to add Leah in
it's
there.
Divine.
Oh,
Where is Divine Diva Leah?
Divine Diva gets $10 worth of entries.
People aren't going to believe this wheel, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna see it and be like,
It's-
"What the
George,
I'm
fuck?"
looking at
you
it
gotta,
and I'm
you
like,
gotta add $10 worth of entries for Divine.
Yeah,
I got
he's
you.
doing that.
Okay, I got you.
yeah,
All right,
but
here we go.
I mean, maybe you guys can tell me in my chat, like, would y'all want to vlog?
Yes,
Do you guys want me to
I've been
vlog?
telling you for a year now.
I would, no, literally, they would learn so much
As
shit
your
because
unofficial producer, Mr.
Yes.
Fresh is your other producer. He's
Yes.
your actual producer.
That's my manager. Yes.
Manager. I am your consultant.
Yes.
I think you need to be vlogging. Same
You
thing
said
for
it was
Mr. Fresh.
Divine,
Listen,
yes?
Yes,
they would
Divine
learn
Diva.
so much shit because
the
you
vlog would be easy for her.
It's easy. The
Yeah.
content is. It takes me 2 minutes to edit. Even
Yeah.
when like yesterday, I had an hour of footage, and I just went, "All right, I want this chunk. That's it." And then that was it.
They would.
It's
I mean,
so
my
easy
father.
to
It
edit.
would be very fun for my people because they would learn a lot of shit that I'm not. And that's another reason why I'm like a little bit weary because they would learn some shit that they.
Well, you get to
Well,
control
I-
the narrative. You don't
Yeah.
have to
I
show them
wouldn't-
everything.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but I take like I don't know if people know
I
like
still don't show
people
my
hire
family
me
on
to
it.
do everything for them like or spiritually like road openings and money and court
Carly
case
Lapp
and,
just did another $10 super chat on Black Cauldron.
Hey, thank you so much, Carly. Like people hire me to do conjure work, and so whenever I do have a pair of meta
$20?
$10.
$10. I do have a pair of meta glasses that he's gonna kill me if I don't. Open.
Lady Angel Heart, are you subscribed to mine then?
No, she literally.
Okay, are we closing this?
Yes.
I think you have one
Yep.
more minute, and
One
then we're
more
closing
minute.
it for sure.
I'll play
So maybe y'all could tell me what
She's
y'all
not
want
gonna
me
use
to
the meta
do
glass.
They're
Glasses.
saying yes.
because
They're
I
saying you're very relatable too.
yeah, like I'm just a girl with a couple of herbs, some kids, and a lot of pets
And a
husband.
Glock.
Right, that too. I'm just regular, so I think maybe
I
you
am
know.
too. See, that's the thing though, is like, and now what I'm starting to find is people are interested when I like recently I just bought oh god it hurt, but we just bought a new CRM, and so like I'm going through like, hey, here's this new CRM we got, and then like what I'm taking away for as like a business
Yeah.
owner, and I think that's what my channel is more of like my journey. That's why I have my Substack too. That's why I have my pocket, which I need to do more episodes of my podcast.
Right.
But yeah, like I think we live it every day, so we're like it's not that interesting, and then you find and then
but
you
then
upload
you see
it.
people like and because like I said, I conjure for people.
Right.
I do tarot readings for people. I study a lot because some things I got to know what herb not to use with this conjure or
Yep.
whatever the case. So it's a lot of alchemy. It's a lot of it's a little ghetto too because I got kids and pets. But we have a good time. So maybe we'll
Yeah, I mean,
see
like I don't.
2026.
I mean, that's up to you. I don't show my family in it because they don't. You know,
My kids don't never got on clothes, so
No, that's
Same
they're
thing.
boys.
My
The two-
kid,
the
my
two
kid,
little ones, they
the
come
youngest
home
one shit
underwear.
on my pillow the other day.
and I said that's the most adorable pink eye you finna get.
No, we cleaned that shit well in advance. He has I showed George earlier. I'll send it to you, but he has a sleep sack now. He just looks like he's in a potato sack when he goes to bed, and he just got his arms out. And he's like, "All right, I'm here."
He is so adorable.
Yo, so we started working on our shadow boxing at 3 months old. Oh,
Hey.
bro,
Go ahead, that's little Rocky.
he squares up with me. He'll be sitting there. He'll just
30 seconds left to get your super
30
chat.
seconds left to get your super chats in.
He
Thank
ain't gonna
you so
be
much,
beating Lil
Carly.
Man's ass. We're not gonna have him bullying Lil Man.
Rowan?
Yeah.
Oh no. Rowan beats my ass. Are you
Oh,
kidding
yeah,
me? I'm about to
exactly.
get. George told me too when he found out. He's like, "Oh, they're gonna punk the shit out of you." He did warn me, and it's already happening because Emerson will do the sound. George? No. The yelling one.
The yelling one.
Fuck. Yeah, he does that shit to me. He'll just rock my shit. Rowan will come up too, even though he's sick. He'll come up and just.
That's Tootie.
I just want to take thank you, Carly. She said I'm mad cool. I am. I just had a reading with Carly a couple days ago. I am super relatable. Like I think that I probably am too relatable.
You got to hear some of the conversations we be having. Because you
my
guys think we're
God.
like sophisticated business people, and I'd be like,
No.
"What the fuck are we doing?"
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no
literally-
clue what the fuck I'm doing.
No, I
None of us do. I think the one that's most put
Everybody-
together is George out of the group of
I
us.
know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Zero clue.
No.
George is not put together. I seen his fucking clip today. He kicked his door.
Oh, bro.
Oh yeah.
bro.
How? Well, to be fair, sometimes we got to be working. Like even when I was sick the last 2 weeks, I still came here and did
Yeah.
client work. Like,
I should see if the client saw that because I
is it the one that is it the main client?
Of course.
Okay,
of course
so
it is. I
she
just
probably
have
be
to,
like,
I have to check.
Pierce the
Instagram
Chris.
story.
Shout out to you. $1 super chat. Are we gonna count
Thank
that?
you so much.
We're gonna give him
Can.
one at this point. Like just
Can.
I got it. I could do ones.
we
Yeah.
can do ones. Thank
Yeah.
you for the $1
We
super chat, Pierce the Chris.
appreciate it. You know?
We're the by the way, this is how being a teacher is.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does it after the fact.
Yep, yep,
Every
yep.
single time. And as a teacher, I'm like, yes.
All right, we should
Just
cut
come
it.
on.
No, we
Just
should
come
cut
on.
it off
Just
right
get
now,
in.
but not
Okay.
accept any more. But just tell people to just randomly send $1.
That would be nice.
All right. Pierce the Chris was the last one, unless in the meantime they come in. But we're cutting it off.
Right.
That was
if
the
you
last
want to
thing. Wait,
donate,
you're gonna have
just
to
for
see this fucking
good of
wheel
it.
here in a
Right.
second. You're gonna be like, thank God they
Now, if
closed it
you
off.
want to contribute to our annual Christmas potluck next
Yes.
week,
That's one thing.
Yes,
You are
yes.
still able to support the channel. We don't make $1 million on here.
Wait, we make money?
Wait, do we even make $1? It's okay.
Yeah,
But
actually,
this
we're getting paid
supports
from
it.
YouTube this month.
Yes. See, this
Yeah,
just
I mean,
supports
It's like
the
140
channel.
bucks.
See, we getting out the fucking hood. What you
We
mean?
getting out the-
Hey,
130
There are times-
bucks.
Okay, to kind of pull back the veil. There's sometimes that we text each other, I'm getting gas with the
Yeah,
the car.
Yep. I'd be like, oh shit. Or remember one time it was dark in the movie theater and it was at Cinnabar and
And we
she
used the
texted-
wrong
I
card.
She
panicked.
texted me as if I was gonna be mad. She's like, I used it. I was like, I don't get fuck. One
right.
time you went to go get gas, and I was like, Yo, it's hot out. Go get Slurpees
I
too.
get some
Like,
Slurpees too. I was like, my nigga. Okay, I got
Chris,
you.
that is totally okay. You watching is all the support we ask for. Anything above that is well and above and beyond.
Listen,
so don't
yeah.
feel bad that you only had $1. We
He said,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
we
Hey, Chris, we
appreciate it.
appreciate. We not out here peddling for
We do
cash.
this
We're
because-
not begging. We love y'all.
If we
Listen.
were doing this for money, we would have stopped a year ago.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Listen, we do it for the love of the game.
You gotta think about it. $140 divided by 4 people, and then we got employees.
All of us have employees and somebody that we have to pay outside.
We all got
Shout
employees.
out Mari.
Shout out Lauren. you
Shout out
know?
Lauren. Shout out Mari.
But I will say, oh, she said I'm a hood spiritualist. Period. People don't understand. I really am a hood spiritualist. Now, my kids, I don't want them
What
to be
was
hood.
the what was the $1?
Pierce the Chris. So
Chris.
Chris, KRIS. Which
they're
is
my little
based on Pierce the Veil.
princesses
Shout
and
out.
Princess, but I'm a little hood with it.
But yeah, go check out my
Not a
YouTube.
little.
Go check out Heat for Cheap
Man,
on YouTube. Because you need that little camera too. Because you can
He's been
just.
trying to get me that camera for like 2 years.
Yeah, but you should get it, Mr. Fred, and then just go. I need to see
Oh
where
my
I need to be
God.
buying
What
at.
is that? George,
That's the
what?
wheel.
Can you even
That's
see
the
that?
wheel. That's the wheel.
I can't see it.
The wheel will be able to. It'll go. Here's the winner though. It's
no,
not like
it'll
we're-
highlight the winner, but
God damn.
that's like how many? Does it say how many entries it is?
In total, hold on, I had to use ChatGPT to generate the list because I was copying and pasting at first. It was really not the most efficient way to do
Jacinda
it.
said we not the Manosphere here. Unfortunately, George and I are responsible for a lot of the Manosphere having content.
304 entries. By the way, Carly Lapp, your super chat entry had entered you into the $20 bracket. So I moved you. You have 80 entries. Okay.
80 entries. God damn.
Hold on,
See this
time out.
wheel? I told you it's
Just pick her
minuscule.
name, like 80
No,
people,
because
80 entries
I'm
out of
telling you,
300.
you'd
That's
be
crazy.
surprised.
It's gonna be that one person.
It's gonna be that
It's gonna be the
one
$1.
person.
It's
Chris,
gonna be
get ready.
Chris.
Hey,
Chris is
if
gonna
it's
get.
Chris and Chris,
Okay.
I'm sorry to
Are
bad
we ready?
y'all.
Do we
Okay.
have some dramatic music
I
to go
do.
along?
Austin, Guitar?
I don't have a good. Do we want me to play guitar? I have to go grab one real quick.
The fact that you can just say, "Hey,
Right.
there's a guitar." Next.
There's 12 of them here. I can go grab.
I know.
All
You
right, I'll
ain't
be
gotta
right back.
go grab the guitar. Just beat on the table like we used
I'll
to
go
do
grab
back
it.
in the day.
Right.
You got
Yeah.
a pencil?
Not a pencil. Grinding. We're not doing that today.
Hold on. We could vibe out to Tarot and T. I do love this song, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it.
Listen,
I'm just gonna-
Divine. That's because I'm gonna hit you up. I was looking for you. What was that? Yesterday, day before yesterday, and I gotta tell you, of course, they're yapping with me. Like I said, we be on Discord having a time. We help each other out with different conjures, or we just we're a community over there. If you need help, sometimes you might just get some help, from me or a seasoned spiritualist. So y'all come on over there. But I was definitely looking for her, and I'm gonna go on Discord on the way home so I can connect with you. Yeah, where's Samaj? Is Samaj here?
I ain't
Y'all make
seen
sure
him
y'all be
today.
subscribing to Samaj. I put him in my credits every time for.
I was
the
in his
Tarot
live
tea.
the other day. Jay took the acoustic, so
Yeah. He ain't,
well,
I don't think
it
I
sounds
saw
like
him.
George
Bang
got
on, the,
800.
bang on the fucking table.
If y'all want to follow
Bang
him
on the
on,
motherfucking table.
if they want to follow him on YouTube, I think it's
hold on.
Samaj
Lee
Live.
Music.
Yep.
Like Naldo Wick. I want the bum, 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 bum.
I don't
What
even know.
the fuck is that?
Oh.
Bum, 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 bum. What the fuck is that? Bum, 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 bum.
we got some.
What the fuck is that? Bum, 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 bum. What the fuck is that? Bum, 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 bum,
I can't even
bum.
see
What
the
the
wheel.
fuck is that? Oh God, it's so small.
It's so small. Who is it?
Heem.
Who?
Heem.
Heem. Oh, they were. I think that was on your channel.
When? Today?
No,
A
when we
couple weeks
started
ago.
it, yeah.
Heem
Oh my
was one of the
gosh.
first people. Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God, we gotta find him. Wait.
And they're probably not even here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Just in case.
I would say-
Well, they're not here.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is this: we can either.
But is that? But we did it over the
Ooh,
course.
we did it
Hold
over
on,
the
hold on,
course.
hold on.
He's,
Hold
he's
on. No, this is really fucked up, and I fucked this up. Okay, there's a shuffle button. So
Oh.
I didn't click the shuffle
Oh,
button.
George.
Oh my God.
So we have to do a redo.
No, we have to do a
We have to do a
redo.
redo. Sorry, Heem.
Hold
Maybe
on, so
not.
you got-
If you look right here on the side, you could still see all the names are like perfectly stacked on each other. And I just
Yeah.
don't think that that's fair because the wheel is, as you can see, enormous.
Jesus.
So I don't even want people
Yeah,
to
mix it up. Give some
Yep.
people. All right, sorry.
I'm gonna
Heem.
click
Sorry,
shuffle.
Heem.
Yes, sorry, but
You can yell at George. We'll give you permission.
yeah, I do think this is the most fair way of doing this. So
Okay.
here we go. I'm gonna click
Let's
shuffle
try
once,
again.
twice, 3 times,
Oh,
4
God.
times,
No.
5 times, 6.
Congratulations to
7.
whoever. This is like over
Okay,
$100
7
worth of
7
product.
times?
I clicked it 7
Lucky
times.
number 7.
Shuffle 7 times.
Okay,
Oh, they're still catching up. There's something.
I know they're gonna be very upset at me. All right, back to the drums. Bum 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 bum. What the fuck is that? Bum 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 bum. What the fuck is that? Bum 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 bum. What the fuck is that? Oh my gosh, the wheel like froze on the screen for a second, but now it's unfrozen, and oh my god, our winner is
Who is it?
Heem. Oh, it was meant to be.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
really?
Are you
It
serious?
was meant to be.
Oh
is
my
fucking
God.
My
crazy.
ancestor said,
Oh
I think
my
the fuck
God.
not.
You gonna give him his shit?
So you gotta give him a
Hey.
God!
Hey, let me go ahead and just let y'all know how strong some people's ancestors is, because I feel like the fact that this person is not here and they were one of the first people to actually donate, this means that this person needs this bag, and they ancestors said,
The ancestors say,
who are you
give him
trying to
his shit.
skip over? I cannot believe. I'm gonna tell. We gotta find this person, bro.
Yes.
Like,
Heem, if you're
Okay.
watching this back, please get in touch with Noah.
oh
Okay,
my gosh, please.
we're gonna try and get in touch with him, but just in case.
Uh-oh.
Okay, just in case we
I have
cannot because
removed-
they're not
I
here.
have now removed Heem.
Okay,
from
Heem,
the-
yes.
It's still gonna land on Heem somehow.
If it ends up on Heem, like I will
swear.
throw my laptop.
I swear.
Dude. I will throw my laptop. Okay, all right. One more time with the drums.
Okay.
Watch it be Heem.
Let's do some African drumming.
Okay, all right.
What the fuck was that, George?
Come on, I thought we were vibing.
I mean, it's kind
the
of
wheel's
on
spinning. The
brand.
wheel's spinning. The wheel's
Okay.
spinning. The wheel's spinning.
Why do we have an African drum and the others?
I don't know where that stuff is.
Caroline Carter.
Caroline Carter.
Caroline Carter.
Caroline,
Okay.
are you here?
So that's the runner-up.
Is it Coraline or Caroline?
Watch them not be here also, and it's like,
Okay.
I don't think they are.
All right. So
let's give them a sec because remember we're 30 seconds ahead.
are we going to try to reach out to him just in case?
Team, yeah, but
Caroline, we could get.
I don't think we apologize if people that watch this back because we assume that because you entered a drawing that you would be here every week. I don't think we
That is
factored that into it.
But hey, we're learning.
We are learning because this is not our last drawing. I think we should do some merch the next time.
I think so too.
Okay.
I think so too.
All right. Well,
let's see. Let's check the chats. I'm not seeing anything from Caroline either.
So,
For the love of God, your ancestors are screaming at us, please.
Yeah. Okay, so this is how we're gonna run it, and I think we should. If we cannot find them, if we cannot
If we don't
get
hear
in
from
contact,
either one of the two people by next week, then maybe we can.
no, less than that, because this will be put on both pages within the next couple of hours. I'm gonna attempt to find them, but
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be tough.
So you got 48 hours to respond.
Either him or
I will find
Caroline, or we'll have to spin the wheel again. They probably forgot that they even entered.
Yeah,
so.
they're probably like, oh shit, I won.
Lay y'all down. Somebody is saying redo. They said, listen.
So that they hear
technically-
They say, hey, what are we doing?
No, I mean, if we don't hear from them within the next 48 hours, I'll post something on my Discord and on YouTube community, and we will respin next week.
Boom.
All
That's
right.
that.
Did we? I mean, I know George kind of told them a brief synopsis, but do they know that we're taking a super long hiatus?
I mean, it's
not
not
super
super long. So we
It's
are
gonna
taking
feel
the
long.
last 2 weeks of the year off. So we're
Yes, sir.
taking the week of Christmas and then the week after off. Now, however, we will still have content coming out, like the full episode with Andrew, as well as I believe we're going to do like a best of highlights
Yep.
of Calls from Beyond. All I'm going to say though is you're going to want to be here for the beginning of the year because we're rolling out some crazy things. We're meeting every week and we're rolling out some cool things on the back end. So I mean, we don't really do seasons, but I guess if you want to count this as like the season finale, next week?
Yeah. Damn. When you put it that way, Austin, that kind of fucking hit hard.
Not next week, the 16th.
Yeah, season finale, you know. And plus, y'all spiritualists, especially over on, well, all of y'all are spiritualists for real. Y'all should be preparing for the new year anyway.
Yes.
Stay focused, ground, be fasting, all of that good shit.
Dang, y'all. So
But I'll still be on Discord. It'll be like a little break.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to be rolling out on Discord in 2026. But if you get over there now, you might get a preview, a sneak peek, because our full moon and new moon is coming up this month.
Your Discord, I told you earlier, your Discord, I had to fucking mute it.
Yeah,
It's so popping.
It'd be cracking in there.
I need y'all to do that at the Calls from Beyond one too. I know. Hey, I see y'all regulars in there. Shaman, Jacinda, Black Ivory. Black Ivory. The NSFW chat is run by Black Ivory. I let whatever happens in there. I let.
Big fan of that chat.
Yeah,
I'm
Jacinda
a
said a
big
shout
fan of
out to the
that chat. It's
timeout
crazy.
corner regulars.
Yeah, the sit down, log off regulars. We appreciate y'all. Lay y'all down. Again, if you want to travel with me to Egypt, go ahead and click the link in my bio.
Yes.
Use the promo code TTSAVE50 to get $50 off. You ain't got to pay it off today.
If you're looking for a Christmas gift for yourself or somebody else, Calls from Beyond merch is pretty like a hoodie is less than $40. So definitely check that out. I do have that pinned. You can go to our spread shop, check out our merch there. We have a ton of cool things out there. Just consider it for the holidays. It's coming up.
Yeah.
Don't be caught off guard like I am.
Yeah. Yep.
But where can they find you, Miss Noah? What you got going on?
Listen, let me
I
tell
be
you.
getting Discord notifications. I'm like, damn, she posted again.
Let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been dropping that heat. Everybody in my comment section on YouTube is like, damn, what kind of Adderall are you on? Because you are posting. But I've been just steadily trying to stay focused and dropping content for you guys. Additionally, I am preparing for a plethora of different classes that will be dropping in the beginning of 2026, such as a Hoodoo Master class, Bone and Honey Conjure, which is like a little conjure house for basically the community, So it's a lot of things that I'm working on in the back end, but I'm here. So if you're looking for me, go to Discord or email me or whatever the case is. What about
Absolutely.
you? What are you working on?
So I said a little bit ago, I'm doing Vlogmas, so I'm doing content every single day. On top of, I'm still going to make other videos as well. And I know George yelled at me about it earlier. I got to get some more people in here for the Alvarez project. Had some really cool interviews there. Some really I had Jay on, but not to talk about Ghost Adventures in terms of spookiness. We talked about like the cameras they use and the gear and all of that. So I've been doing all of that. Go check out my Instagram as well. The business is taking off. My business partner and I are revamping the business starting 2026. Lot of cool, crazy things coming out. Mari just shared it. My first ever film is out on YouTube, Sleep. It's at almost 600 views. So you guys have been watching it. I'm, as I hinted a little bit ago, I'm writing the second film now. I'm excited to do that. We're actually might even be using the same cameras used on Stranger Things because we have them in the back. So we might be stepping up the quality. But definitely go check me out on there. Go check out my Substack as well. That's something I really enjoy writing on. It is a free newsletter that goes straight to your email inbox. You don't have to pay anything. Yeah, check me out mostly on YouTube. YouTube is where all the happenings are, like what George is filming me on right now. That's happening on YouTube. George, what do you got going on? Because you're busy. You're arguably
that's the man
busier than
he be in his Zoom meetings every day. I'd be like, damn.
Well, I'm a man that does a lot. I'm a man that does a lot. In 2026, one of these motherfuckers is about to pop.
We finna listen. We land.
And actually, all of them are.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. And then before you know it, people are going to be like,
we're going to have to find a way to clone George.
Engineering Calls from Beyond. Wait, you're talking about the Calls from Beyond? Yeah, I'm talking about the Calls from Beyond.
With the Black
He was
Cauldron?
engineering it.
Yeah.
That's what people are going to say about me.
No, 2020. Listen,
That's what's
I
coming.
had a Vedic. I had another Vedic astrology reading.
Ooh.
And let me tell you about
Shit about
what
to be
20
fucking
it's finna
exploding.
be crazy in everything that
We're
I
going
do,
to fucking
including-
Egypt. Of course it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be bananas between now and 2027. 2027 is going to be even more explosive. So we are
Another
simply laying the ground.
Yes, we're
laying
doing all
roots.
the foundation
So,
work.
Y'all
y'all
make
ready.
sure y'all ready.
Buckle up.
All right, y'all. Well, good night. My social media meter is.
I'm going to go get Taco Bell and go home.
I'm going to go get some Taco Bell.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Love y'all.
boy.
Happy Tuesday, y'all. We
Happy
love y'all. We'll see you guys next
Later.
week. And they can't hear me no more.
And we're out.